What's going on with y'all, man? Just waiting on the crew to pop on in so we can do what we do. Glad to have everybody tuning in. Welcome to the late night tap in with Tariq Nasheed. Ladies and gentlemen, glad to have y'all in here. I haven't done a live in a few days, right? When's my last live? Like last week, right? I did a live last week. I ain't been on chopping it up with the family. I did an Instagram yesterday when I was in Austin, Texas. And I just got back to LA from Austin, Texas. Shout out to Austin, Texas. And shout out to Texas. We're down there working on the movie, the new documentary film that's going to be phenomenal. And we have a little more filming to do here in LA. And we're going to wrap up filming and get right to the editing pretty soon. So we're trying to get this documentary out hopefully before the year is up, because this is so important to get the truth out as far as our foundational Black American hip hop culture. It's very important to get that narrative out. I was with my good sister, Sha'Carri, phenomenal sister. She's out there in Texas now, her and her husband. And we had a great time chopping it up. Man, we got everybody in this movie. And I really wanted her in because MC Sha'Carri is the first female MC of hip hop. So I got all the pioneers for this project. This project has all the pioneers. This is like the only documentary film, and I've said this before, that literally we got all the people that were there from the beginning. We don't have Herc in it though, but we got all the people who were there creating a lot of the things that we see now in hip hop culture. And this is the first time a documentary film about hip hop has featured all of the pioneers. Only a few people are emphasized, but a lot of the people who were really, really influencing hip hop culture, the breakdancing and the MCing and the writing, a lot of them are overlooked. And I'm telling you, a lot of that is because of the erasure that the dominant society tries to do of foundational Black American culture. This is why every time they talk about hip hop, they keep talking about some Caribbeans and Latinos. And let me tell you, that narrative is going to be deaded. Now, here's the thing. Now, this is something that's going to be very interesting after this documentary comes out. I wonder what the temperature is going to be like media wise. Are they going to now say, well, hip hop ain't even all that anyway as a culture? Because, whenever we have to get credit for something as Black people, and nobody can steal it, and we won't let nobody steal the credit from us, then they just dismiss and try to denigrate it. Well, hip hop ain't all that anyway. They'll try to pull that. So look for that, because this whole Caribbeans and Afro Latinos and all this stuff where they help create it, no. All of that's going to be straightened out. We're going to straighten all of that stuff out. And it's a phenomenal film, and we got everybody in it. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. People are already asking for the crowdfunding. We'll keep you guys posted on that. Right now, we're just focusing on just getting everything flowing the way it should. And now there were some people, because we're touching on the whole Puerto Rican 50-50 thing. That's going to be in a segment. That's a small, minute segment of the film. There's so many other things that we have to cover. And I've invited some Puerto Rican scholars and other folks, Latin cats who were possibly around. I've invited folks to be down, and ain't nobody stepping up. But let's be clear, I don't when this thing come out, don't let nobody say, well, he didn't call us. The hell I didn't. That's another thing you're gonna hear. When we start getting this truth out, there's gonna be some people running around talking about, well, he didn't call us. The Latinos, no, yes, I did. He didn't come to the Bronx. Yes, the hell I did. Y'all saw me all up in the Bronx. I've been going back and forth to New York for weeks. all up in the Bronx, looking around. I was looking for some of these Puerto Rican pioneers. I was looking for them. I couldn't find them. I was asking folks where Crazy Legs. Well, I want to talk to everybody. Where's Crazy Legs? Where are all these people? I would love to talk to them. Yeah, don't let nobody. I'm letting y'all know now. Don't let nobody run this game. Well, he didn't come to the Bronx. Shit, the hell I didn't. I'm right there, 10 toes down in the Bronx, looking for all of this 50-50. I'm looking all over for it and can't find it. If anybody in the Bronx or anywhere else, and people been splaining, how come ain't none of these 50-50 dudes stepping up and stating their position? Because I stand on mine. I want y'all to tell me all of that to my face, all of that 50-50 stuff. And I've been looking for the 50-50 crowd, can't find them. All right, so don't let them switch the narrative. They're like, well, they done moved. They ain't in New York no more. Where they at? They down here. I can book a flight down there too. They start explaining. I done told people I can come to wherever you are. You in Puerto Rico or you in Cuba? Where, nigga, I got a passport. Where they at? I want to talk to them. Where they at? They're in the Dominican Republic. Okay, nigga, I need to get some Goya powder. I need to stack up on some Goya. Where they at over there? I got a passport. Let's not play that ducking and dodging game like I ain't trying to find you cats. I've been trying to find all of the 50-50 crowd who can explain this 50-50 to me. They're nowhere to be found. Okay? So it's about time we get some straightening going on. It's really about time. And even the Caribbean crowd, all of that Caribbean toasting stuff, where they at? I ain't seen them either, to be honest. All of the sound system crowd, I haven't seen them either. Okay? Look, dude, everybody in New York and all of everybody knows I'm doing this film because all of the pioneers, the real ones, want to be in it. Everybody wants to be in this film. I've been getting calls from everybody. And people are like, some of you guys are naming folks. Get this person. I already got them. Whoever you name, I got them. If you name a pioneer, they're in it already. Somebody was like, get DJ Faze. DJ Faze is already in it. Recorded him damn near a month ago. Get Debbie D. Debbie D is in it. Whoever y'all name, I pretty much got him. Get Grandmaster Caz. He's in it. Recorded him about 3 weeks ago. Caz is in it. Get Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar is in it. Recorded him 3 weeks ago. Everybody's in this thing. I'm telling you, this is going to be a huge film, guys. This is going to be a huge one because it gets everything straight. And this is advanced stuff. This film has advanced. This is for the advanced hip hop fan too. If you're a hip hop fan, you know, you got to be a real, even if you're not a fan, just understanding history, that's good. But if you are a hip hop fan, this is great because we talk advanced hip hop history. We're not really getting into the 90s stuff and the 80s stuff. No, we're talking about the very early days. Because I've had people say, why don't you get this rapper here and that rapper here? Get Nas and and Nas is my guy and people like that. But that's not the direction of the film. The direction of the film is to talk about the origins of everything. That's what we're focusing on, and nobody really focuses on that like they're supposed to. So a lot of the people that I got were the people that were around in the 70s. That's important because that's where things get muffled. People start talking about the origins of hip hop, and then they start skipping over shit, talking about the rock steady and no, that's the 80s. They start skipping over shit and start talking about stuff that happened in the 80s. We start talking about the origins of hip hop, and then they start talking about Big Pun and no, and no. We got to get, we're gonna get this chronology in order. We're going to stop that game plan people like to do. See, when they talk about hip hop history, there's a lot of little Jedi mind tricks that they play. Just like I played the clip on my broadcast the other day, they start talking about all of this Caribbean influence, and then they were skipping to Biggie Smalls and all. What the hell? That came. Biggie came way later. I mean, he was Jamaican and whoop de whoop. And hold on, where's all of the stuff before Biggie? Hip hop was going on 30 years before Biggie. So what are y'all talking about? So we're not going to do that Jedi mind trick bullshit. We're going to get down to the nitty damn gritty and get it straight from the mouths of the pioneers themselves. We're going to get this thing straight once and for all. And it should have been done a long time ago. Yeah. But I digress. And speaking of Caribbeans, did y'all see? First of all, shout out to our sister ShaCarri. Shout out to our lovely sister, baby girl ShaCarri. Did a phenomenal job um, taking home the top spot in the Olympic runs and the run. Phenomenal sister. She was out running them folks. That sister's so focused. She got her mind right. They got our sister focused. They done took all them orange weaves out of her head. They got her looking like a beautiful foundational Black American girl that she's supposed to be. And she's so focused. They got all that stuff off of her. And she looks phenomenal. She's focused and she's out there running circles around people. And there's clips popping up of some of the Caribbean folks looking real sad that ShaCarri won. And we're pointing it out. And some people are like, well, they're just, upset that their team didn't win. The team they were rooting for didn't win. So that's why they're upset. It's deeper than that. Now, some of these people, there's clips circulating around, and these people look like their hearts and their souls are just sunk. These people look distraught that ShaCarri beat them Jamaican women. These people look like they're on suicide watch. This ain't just, well, my team that I was rooting for lost. There's something else going on there. Because we don't act like that. Foundational Black Americans, we don't act like that. If the Jamaicans win, we're like, all right, the Jamaicans won. ShaCarri, she'll get them next time. We look at it like that. We don't, when some of those Jamaican women were beating some of the American runners, whenever that was. I know a couple of them. I think the last race ShaCarri ran, the Jamaican girls kind of got her on one of them races. I forgot what it was. And the Jamaicans were boasting and they were trying to clown ShaCarri. Remember? They were trying to clown her. And we weren't distraught. We weren't looking all sad. We're like, hey, ShaCarri gonna get him next time. It wasn't that big of a deal to us. And plus, we're like, a lot of us are like, okay, if you Black, you winning, that's fine. We're just happy if a Black person is winning. All right, you Jamaican, you beat the American girl, the foundational. Okay, that's cool. Shout out to you. You Black, and a Black win is a Black win. We look at it like that as foundational Black Americans. Even though we wanted our girl to win at the time, you Black, that's good. We ain't tripping. That's our disposition. But when they win something, boy, it's Jamaica. Hey, Jamaica nigga, you niggas eat our dust, nigga. Eat our dust. Eat our dust, nigga. Is that, you really want to rub it in. All right, that's cool. Now that she dusted everybody off, she won. Then they want to grit their teeth and be like, well, we're all Black people. This is a win for Black people worldwide. And you're not even convincing. You can feel the contempt in your spirit when you say that. They're trying to play the whole, yeah, this is a win for us. And y'all, we've seen your videos behind closed doors, and y'all out there punching air. You're punching air in your little apartment with 30 niggas in it. Yeah, you're punching air, and you're very mad, and there's a lot of contempt there. There's a lot of contempt because it's like this running. That's all you got. You're like, oh, that's all we got. We can run fast because we are fleeing all the time. So this is all we have, and that Akata beat us, that Yankee beat us. That's the energy that y'all giving. to be honest. A lot of y'all are giving that energy. Y'all, the fact that an FBA sister beats you, I think that cuts deep. If it was a German or an Irish woman, I don't think it would have cut that deep. I don't think it would have been that bad if it was like anybody else. If it was any other group winning over them Caribbeans, I don't. They wouldn't trip. Oh, the Irish girl, she did a good job. I'm not a sore loser. Congratulations. You know, y'all wouldn't trip. But the fact that an FBA sister did that, and she has that FBA swag, she's all in your face, and she's taking pictures, being defiant. Shout out to ShaCarri. ShaCarri's stunting on him. She wouldn't talk to the white media. She was like, "No, thank you, no, thank you." And then she talked to like the only black media that's out there. FBA spirit all day. Love that sister. Absolutely love ShaCarri. Let me get our brother Afro Elite on here. Afro Elite, what's up, brother? Oh, did I knock you down, bro? I had my brother Afro Elite on here. Okay, is this jibber jabbering Jeff? Oh, God. Okay. I think we got jibber jabbering Jeff up here. Okay, yeah, let's. All right, brace yourselves. Let's hear some Mayo splaining. All right, let's get jibber jabbering Jeff up here. Well, what does he have to say now? Get ready to hear some splaining. What's up, jibber jabbering Jeff?
Hey Tariq, I don't think I am the jibber jabbering Jeff, but because you've spoken to two
Oh, okay, okay,
Jeffs
okay. Are
in the
you
last
okay? Are
month.
you the other? Okay, I thought you were jibber jabbering Jeff. Okay.
No, I was the FWA slash the one when I said that the Hornet thing. But how are you doing today, Tariq?
I'm go. Okay, yeah. This is a different Jeff. This isn't jibber jabbering Jeff. This is the Jeff who said he's a foundational white American. Yeah.
Yeah, and I also said that macaroni is made better by white people than black people.
Oh,
I'm that Jeff.
right, right,
Yeah.
right. So that means you're on narcotics. But oh, go ahead. You're the narcotic Jeff. Okay.
No, not narcotic, just meth.
Okay, right there you go. Because that's
It's
the
not technically
narcotic.
narcotic.
That's the narcotics talking. But go ahead.
Okay. Well, I wanted to ask about your hip hop documentary.
Yes.
Um, you said you contacted all the pioneers.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to ask, how was your interactions with Vanilla Ice?
But
Because we all know shit really was not popping in hip hop until Vanilla Ice came along.
I know. Vanilla Ice, he moved the needle and he raised the culture. So I got to get Vanilla Ice because we wouldn't be complete without Vanilla Ice and Snow, the guy who made Informer, him. And yeah, we got to get little Percocet, whoever these little fentanyl, whoever these little white rappers are, I don't know, but we got to get some more white rappers in the film. So you can contact little fentanyl or whoever the little white rappers are now. We'll get them. We'll talk to them. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeff. Jeff said we got to get Vanilla Ice. Lord, Lord. Okay. All right, let's get some of these folks in here. What's up, D Tubman? What's up, Nicety Girl? What's up, Nikki the God? And everything. What's up? Let's get Warren Muhammad. Let's get Brother Warren Muhammad. Warren Muhammad. All right. Brother Warren, we got to turn that microphone on, sir.
Yes, sir. I just
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to piece to the chat. I just wanted to bring some attention to Abdul Muhammad's case in Chicago. Him, along with about 5 or 6 other principals in Chicago, we found out that doing this all over the country have been dismissed for no reason. I don't know if you've noticed. Attorney Crump have taken the case, and that's one thing. But we just wanted to bring some attention to what's going on. African diet.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I got to kind of thank you, but I got to kind of research that. That's something I don't know too much about. And I hate to throw a topic on the audience that's kind of left field that we don't really know about because it doesn't have the effect that it's supposed to have if nobody really knows about what's going on. So, Dawn, hop on. Dawn, Dawn, what's going on with your stuff, man? All right. Dawn, you had some noise going on. Uh, What's up, Dawn? Okay, Dawn, are you rolling around on your stomach? All right. These weird dudes call up with some weird energy, and that's not cool. All right, let's get Super Mari. Let's get Super Mari in here. All right. All right, Super Mari. Come on, man. If y'all look, let's try this. Raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Raise your hand. I'm because this slows down the game. If you're ready to get on, raise your hand so I can bring you up. All right. I hate these people with these janky phones. All right. Let's get Tony in here, and then we're gonna get Tony Mikos after Tony. All right,
Peace.
Tony. What's up?
Peace. You can hear me?
Okay. Yes. What's up, Tony?
Yeah, I got two things to ask. First off, I want to see, did you see DJ Academics talking shit about you and saying that they don't look at racism the same over in Jamaica?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen some of the clips. I don't think he was talking shit about me too much. It was basically, he mentioned, that I talk about the difference between. Well, he did kind of say something that I never said. He was like, he said something to the effect, "Well, I make it seem like foundational Black Americans are better than the Caribbeans," and which no, I never said that. I never said that, but um, he was making a point that foundational Black Americans, we do promote a certain culture that's recognized and respected around the world to a certain degree. I'm kind of paraphrasing here. So I didn't get too offended by what academics were saying. I didn't. So, Miko's, hop on, man.
What's going on, Tariq? How's
What's
it
up?
going, brother?
I'm good, man. What's on your mind, sir?
All right, so I'm just gonna make it quick. I'm out here in Redding, California right now, and I don't know if you were still interested in finding antiques for your museum. So I went in
Always,
there.
always. Go ahead.
Oh man, these people out here is something else. But just to make it short, the people, it's like a three building, 3 room store, antique store. And when I went in there, they kind of the guy asked me what I was looking for or whatever. I tried to be, cool about it because I didn't want him to put some of the good stuff away.
Yeah,
And he kind of eventually I found some salt and pepper shakers made in the United States with black face on them, so I kind of picked them up. And
yeah,
then he had told me, that there was a different section. A lot of people come, and there was a lady there that if I'm looking for a more Americano, I guess that's what they're calling it,
yeah.
that I can come back because she has some stuff at the house, and that shit blew my mind, bro. So if you need some more of that stuff, dude, I'm still always looking. I work up north, you know what I mean. I do construction all through these woods and shit, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'll be kind of spooked, but I hold my own. But if you need some stuff, let me know. I got some stuff already, and I'm gonna come down to the museum and show them to you, brother.
No doubt, no doubt. And how far are you from like Sacramento and all that?
Right now, man, we about 2.5 hours right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of them places because we were up there in like Central California, and a lot of those places in Central and Northern California, they got these little antique shops with all of that racist Americana stuff in it, and I want that. And when we go in, they kind of get a little funny style. But if you can get some of that stuff, let me know 100% because I do want to get some of that. So keep me posted, brother.
Most definitely.
And some of the white listeners here. There's a lot of white people who are listening here. Why don't y'all, I need y'all to do me a favor because when we go into some of these stores, they hide a lot of stuff. Like my man was saying, and I talked about this before. When we go into certain antique shops, a lot of the stuff is hidden somewhere and they'll let other white people go check it out. But with us, they don't, they keep that stuff real hidden. We need some of you, some of the white listeners. I need you to go to some of these antique stores, that's in these little towns and go to the Americana section. I want you to go in there, please, and ask them, hey, where's the Americana stuff? That means the racist black stuff, the racist black memorabilia. They call it Americana. I need y'all to go get some of that stuff for me. I'll break you off. I give you some coupons on mayonnaise or whatever you need. A couple of dollars. Um, I know a meth dealer down in San Diego. Whatever you need. But I need y'all on Square Business. I need y'all to go in some of these stores and get some stuff from me. I need y'all to go and get some of that stuff. Go holler at some of your family members. Some of y'all got that stuff in your family, to be honest. Some of y'all got a meemaw with a whole bunch of racist stuff in her kitchen. All right. Meemaw and Pawpaw got some real racist stuff up in the attic. Did y'all see there was a video circulating of a yard sale, and they went up in these white people's houses, and they had all of that racist stuff in there. Yeah, they got it. Oh, you better believe they got it. That stuff, man, that stuff was so common during the Jim Crow era. They would openly sell that stuff. That stuff was all over the place. And now, for nostalgic reasons, there's an underground market for that racist Americana stuff. I mean, they have auctions for that stuff. That's why it's so hard to get. And we go around the country getting stuff for the museum. We put all of that stuff in the museum when we can get it. So we are scounging around all over the country looking for stuff like that. So the white folks, y'all, you got easy access to that stuff. You just go into one of these stores, wear some Confederate hat, and they'll let you right over there to it. So yeah, y'all holler at me because I want to get some of that stuff. And go look in your grandma's attic. Bring me all that stuff that's in there. Grandma's about to check up out of here in any time now. So give me all that racist memorabilia Meemaw has up in the attic. All right. Let's get we got Ultra. We got a We got an Ultra MAGA person. Then we're gonna get Chaos after Ultra. But Ultra, what's up, man?
Don't hate me because I love Trump. First and
Got it.
foremost, I want to put that out there. All right.
I don't even trip on Trump like that. I would support Trump over Biden, to be honest. But go
All
ahead.
right. Thank you. I believe in American first. I believe in the fact that we have a president, President Trump, who supports and loves Americans. And I don't know about you, okay, but if you recall, when President Trump was the president, he funded SBCU colleges. He funded it.
Not F. He said FBCUs. Lord, he can't even get it out.
I said SB.
Okay. Listen. Okay. Let's not do that. Let's not.
Okay,
Okay, listen.
okay.
Let's not do that. Let's not do that because you're dealing with some This is an intelligent crowd here. Okay. Now, Trump really didn't do too much for black folks, but he didn't really undermine black society like Biden did, and I can appreciate that. If we're going to look at the lesser of evils, he's less evil than Biden, and I don't really agree with all of the stuff that they're doing to him with these charges and all that. I ain't really with all that. Now they got Giuliani's punk ass. Now Giuliani, he's getting karma because Giuliani has said and done a lot of things to black people, so I don't mind Giuliani's mugshot floating around. But this stuff they're doing to Trump, I'm not impressed by that. That's not a victory lap for us. That's them just doing some desperate measures so that he can't win, and this shows the desperation of the Democrats. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah.
but to you, what city, what state are you in? You don't have to say the city. What state are you in?
I'm in Florida, but wait, before you say wait, before you say anything, SBCU colleges had funds. It had funds. Okay.
Okay,
The funds were never cut. Okay. The only thing President Trump did was he stopped anyone from cutting the funds. However, when Biden came into power, he cut the funds.
Yeah. It's like whatever. It's HBCUs. It's not where are you getting the FBCU? What I don't know where it
Listen, stop. Don't make
is.
fun of me.
Okay.
I said HBH,
Oh,
Henry Beta
okay.
Charlie Union,
There you go.
HBCU.
Got it. There it is. Um, with the HBCUs, that's like you're really funding the schools, and it really doesn't trickle down to foundational Black Americans because you have so many non-FBAs going to these schools, you have white people going to these schools, so that's not really something that creates an equitable thing for foundational Black Americans. But it's whatever. It's more symbolic than
Okay,
anything.
I
But again, I'm not a fan of Biden at all,
right.
and since you're in Florida, I need you to go down to some of them antique shops and get me some of that Americana stuff. They got them all over Florida. I need you to give me those gator bait um, 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 porcelain trinkets, all of that stuff. I need you to help me down in Florida. Okay,
All right, so I'm gonna throw something out there.
go ahead.
Okay, if I may. Okay, so the problem with President Trump, or not? No, sorry. Let me rephrase that. President Trump is not a problem. The problem with Joe Biden, all right, is that he assumes that if you're African American, that you have to vote Democrat. That's first and foremost. You saw him on Charlemagne the God when he said, "If you're not black, then you should vote for me."
Right. Yeah, we saw that. We
I
saw
mean
that.
that first and foremost, everyone assumes, and when I say everyone, I'm talking about what the media is saying, is that they're trying to make Republicans seem like we are the aggressors when we are not the aggressors. But a lot of people who don't know
Okay.
history.
Okay. We got to slow it down because there was the right wingers that did launch a damn attack on the Capitol building. So you're not going to make it seem like you're just sitting around in your Ford F-150s listening to patriotic music. You guys did storm the damn Capitol and try to take over the government. So let's not go there. Okay. So Mali, what's going on, ma'am? Maley. Okay, what happened? Okay. There was a white woman named Maley or Molly, whatever her name was. I was going to have her up, and she popped up there just to put a meme up, and then she bounced. So we don't do that, Molly or Maley, whatever your name is. If you pop up, you need to say something, ma'am. All right. All right, Chaos. You here, bro?
Hello, Tariq Nasheed.
What's up, Chaos?
Hey, I just want to say one thing about the hip hop documentary. Uh,
Yes.
when it comes to the early days of hip hop, I just wanted to say that you know hip hop was always about bringing your culture and your experience to the table. And so when these people say that, like Joy Reid and them say that, oh well, Latinos and Asians invented hip hop. Show me one Tomatillo. Show me one Arroz con Pollo. Show me early lyrics in hip hop that were in Spanish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to,
Yep.
were you just Latino and just showed up and participated in
Right.
FBA culture? Or did you bring your culture like they do now? Like Cardi B, she raps in Spanish. It's all good. But it wasn't there in the early days. And that's,
Of course. Right.
and then,
Real.
yeah, and the other thing I want to say is that, you keep having these late night tap ins, and that's why you keep getting drunk people.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they sit at home getting their sip on, and they start calling up talking weird. So it is what it is. All right, let's get these people in here. We got a lot of folks in here. Let's get Erica Kane. Let's get Erica Kane. Let's get Miss Erica Kane in here. Erica Kane. All right. And we are in here heavy. Erica Kane, hop on, dear. Erica,
Yes, sir.
how are you,
I'm
Erica?
doing great. How are you?
I'm good. What's on your mind, Erica?
Nothing. I was just having fun. The other gentleman just mentioned about how the Latinos did not contribute to the hip hop culture, but essentially it did start in Bronx. But that's all I have to say. I'm gonna mute, but I mean the
Okay, it
Bronx.
started in the Bronx. It means what, though? What does that
I
mean?
mean, like I feel like it was like a culmination. Like it was
Uh,
a party. We don't know because we were not even you weren't even born. I'm 82,
yeah,
baby. I'm a
you
82.
but
I'm a
I
82. Yeah.
okay, that's
So I
fine.
feel
That's fine.
like the hip hop started before us, and so I think it was a kind of it was just like a cumulative. It was everything. So I'm going to mute. I don't even know how I got online. Let me mute again. Mute me.
You just saying anything. You just saying something. Okay. You just want to get. You just saying
I didn't
anything. You just want
request it. You just said Erica.
to. Yeah, you
Oh,
requested.
I
I think
did. That was an
you over there.
accident, sir. I'm sorry, but I was
That's what I'm saying.
listening. I love you.
You're
I'm
smoking.
muting. No, I don't smoke. I'm out of here.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not,
Yes,
sir.
you do. You're over there smoking something. You made a mistake and pushed the button, and then you just start babbling some bullshit. There you go. But you're okay. Thank you, Erica. Thank you, Erica. All right, let's get Erica. All right. Ladies, y'all put the weed pipe down. Put the weed pipe down. That's not becoming of a lady. Y'all do not sit up and smoke like that to the point of confusion. You just saying shit. That wasn't none but the weed talking. You know, she had no idea what she was talking about. And that's the problem. You got people who start speaking and don't know what they're talking about. Literally. Now, these are the kind of people that the white media will hire as a reporter for hip hop. Somebody who don't know what they're talking about, and then they'll just start babbling. Yeah, that's why we cutting the babble out. Okay, all right. Let's get some more people in here. Let's get Napoleon. Let's get Napoleon in here. Napoleon, what's happening? All right, Napoleon.
Hey there, Tariq. So, as you know, with Prigozhin, so Putin got his revenge. So, is it going to affect the FBA movement? And what's your position? Are you more Putin supporter, Biden supporter? Like, what?
Well, that's kind of random, man. That's random as hell. Okay. Boy, that's extremely random. I'm not a real big supporter of any of those people, guy. And what does that have to do with what we're doing over here?
I mean, because that was a big deal, right? The Prigozhin, instead of like make him drink like polonium tea, he just blew him up in the
Are you in
sky.
the are you in the United States?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Napoleon is French, but I'm American, so it's just a
right.
coincidence.
But I hear an accent. Where are you from originally?
I'm American. What's your
Where
Tariq,
where are
what's
you
your
from?
OCD?
No,
I'm not FBA.
where are you from?
I'm not FBA.
Where are you, where are you from originally? Because now when I asked you that, you started quickly babbling. Okay, so that means you're trying to hide where you're
No,
from.
no, no.
Where are you from? All right, because you started babbling real quick to deflect. Where are you from, dude? You're not muted. Speak up, man.
Yeah, I was muted. So I'm no tether, all right? So I'm white. I'm technically white. I'm Persian, all right? So I'm Persian
Thank you.
American.
All
Yeah.
right. Say that, man. Don't play because I can hear your damn accent. Um, excuse me. Do you still have ties with your family over there in
Uh,
Iran or wherever? You still kick it? You still cool with the family?
Not really, but I'm surprised. I mean, yeah, you know, Persians are Iranian. Yeah, so majority of Americans, they're not that educated. I'm surprised. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, go ahead and get you some baklava or something, man, and enjoy the rest of the broadcast, okay? Because you babbling. All right, y'all. Then look. The tether class. Don't. Y'all stop. We know. All right, y'all stop that bullshit. We know you ain't FBAs, and the black ones too. The jig is up. All right, we know. All right, y'all. That ain't flying no more. That whole thing where y'all gonna. I'm American, nigga. I was born in Detroit, nigga. No, where your family from, dude? Yeah. We ain't playing this game no more. And just come clean, and then we can start fresh with an honest um, um, disposition between each other. Let's do that. We ain't doing this $5 FBA shit no more. Where folks try to come in and blend in. Now we checking hairlines, we're checking must levels. Wait, nigga, you too musty. Where are you from? I'm from Alabama. No, nigga, niggas from Alabama don't have that kind of must. Where are you from? You know, you better tell us before we find out the hard way. All right, we can do this the easy way or the hard way, nigga. All right, where you from? Let's get down to the nitty gritty. I'm gonna start looking at pictures of your mom, and if I see a big crooked wig, I'm gonna like, nigga, you've been deceiving us. All right. I just saw what your mom looked like, and I saw that wig, and I saw your daddy's sandals, nigga. You over here lying. I don't respect that. Come clean and let people know what's going on with you. We can respect each other from there. You give respect to get respect. Maria, hop on, Maria.
Good evening, Tariq. It's Miriam.
Miriam. Okay, I couldn't see the whole name. You've been on here before, right, Miriam?
Yes, I have.
Yes, indeed. So what's
Um, First of all, I wanted to congratulate you on all that you do with the
yeah,
museum and with the documentary that's coming up. That's going to be awesome.
yes,
And I
ma'am.
wanted to ask you, are you considering doing or getting any type of information from Wendy Williams? I know you're doing more of the originators, but
No, not at all.
okay,
Wendy has nothing to do with what we're doing. No, and plus,
okay.
she's not a factor. And why are you whispering? Trying to sound sultry. What you doing over there? Sound like you in the bathroom. You taking a bubble bath? What you doing, Miriam?
I'm not taking a bubble bath, but I am in the other room because folks are asleep.
Oh, okay. Boy,
But I do. I mean, I have my root rose deodorant, and it's
good.
wonderful.
Thank you.
So shout out to you and
Uh,
love what you do, family.
yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Miriam. I appreciate you, dear.
Yes.
Y'all got to get y'all root work deodorant, man. Y'all don't understand. People love that root work deodorant. People love it. Love it. Man, we coming up with some more fragrances too. Y'all fam, let me know what fragrances y'all like so we can get it popped off in our lab. Let me know what other fragrances of the root work you would like. We try to make everything unisex. So throw some fragrances, some ideas at me. We got the coconut butter, which smells great, and we got the pure vanilla that smells real good. I got on some of the pure vanilla now, and it has the High John the Conqueror root in it, and that just gives you that extra spiritual component. Real good stuff. But y'all throw some ideas at me of what scents you guys would like. Let me get my good brother Afro Elite in the building. Yes, I can, sir. How are you?
Mute myself the first time. So that's what
Okay.
happened. But I wanted to speak on the situation with ShaCarri, our good sister ShaCarri. First off, congratulations to her. Shout out to her. But
Yes.
after she won, I've been seeing posts going around because she took pictures with the Jamaican runners and everything, and that's cool. No disrespect to them, but she took pictures with them and she was hanging out with them, and people was like, "Oh, that's African diaspora unity, and that's Pan Africanism all the way,
Yeah.
100%." And I'm like, first off, it was not even a year ago. Y'all was sitting up there making memes about this girl. Y'all was her mama died, and y'all sitting up there making memes and jokes, and a lot of that stuff wasn't just playful teasing and competition. A lot of that stuff had some anti FBA undertone with it. It was a real extra
Yeah.
what they were doing. And now that
Yes, it
Sha'Carri's
was.
winning, now it's all like, well, we all in this together, and that's a win for the diaspora. So it's a lot
Yeah.
of that. They like to get on board when we winning.
Right. So yeah, we win. They got to soak up the victory too, and all of that stuff. But yeah, when they win, oh, Jamaica stand up. Is we got to bow down to Jamaica. It is what it is. Yeah. Empress, FBA Empress, hop on.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good, man. What's going on with you, beloved?
Well, I just came on to talk about this root work package because I'm so excited. I got my root works package, and I'm very picky about my deodorant. But I have to say, Mr. Tariq, I am feeling this deodorant. I've been wearing it for like what 10 days now. I love
Yes. Thank you. That people love the deodorant. I told people, man, this is we took our time with it, man, and we made it special. It feels good. It smells good. It's not too strong. It has a real cool scent, and it keeps you smelling fresh for hours. Actually, for a few days, to be honest. Now, you shouldn't wear the same deodorant for a few days, meaning you should bathe. But I've been doing stuff. I've tested it out where I didn't bathe for a couple of days, and I left the deodorant on, and I was still good. Yeah. And I do bathe, but I was doing a test. I'm like, let me kick it around the house and not bathe and just keep the deodorant on. And I was good for a couple of days before any kind of must kicked in. But I'm telling you, this stuff is the business. Let's get Hero in here.
Peace to the space. Appreciate you, Tariq.
How you doing,
Uh,
brother?
yo, I've been seeing you on my timeline and seeing you speak and things, man. I just wanted to learn more about what you do and appreciate the space. I just wanted to learn, like, how would you characterize yourself professionally, Tariq? Like, what is your vocation in life and profession, etc.
Man, I do so much stuff. I do so much stuff, man. I'm an author, filmmaker. Like when I do interviews, it just depends on what project I'm promoting at the time. So if I'm promoting a film, I'm a filmmaker, activist, whole bunch of stuff. So I do so much stuff. Now I see that it says you're a hip hop culture critic or analyst, right?
That's how I'm doing. That's how I'm describing myself right now. Yeah.
Oh, cool. And I know you heard about the documentary we're working on now, right?
Uh-oh, put me on.
Oh shit. Okay, that's why I thought you popped up here. Yeah, we're working. I'm doing a big hip hop documentary right now. We're talking about the real origins of hip hop that's never really talked about. So we got all of the pioneers in this documentary. Now, when you say you're a hip hop analyst, are you like a real hardcore um, into the history of hip hop, or just into the current styles? Because there's different types of
For
hip
sure.
hop. Yeah. So which one are you?
For sure. Well, first and foremost, I'm a student of history and a student of the culture first and foremost. So I'm always learning myself. I'm 31 years old. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. You know what I'm saying? And I really, really, when I started to see that, like, the media, the mainstream media, and a lot of how pop is presented on an industry level wasn't really reflective of or at least it didn't seem to be as strongly reflective as I would hope it would be of Black American culture and roots to the traditions and the history. That's when I was like, yo, I gotta see if I can contribute and see if I can, like, help guide this ship in any way possible. You know what I mean? So that's kind of
Yeah.
like the mission statement of my platform. I got a budging YouTube channel where we just kind of we started off just doing some light stuff, reviewing albums, talking about fun topics, but I plan on getting into like historical breakdowns and things like that to really educate and elevate and uplift and celebrate.
No doubt. No, I appreciate that, brother. So yeah, man, when the new film come out, that'll help you really understand the culture. Yeah, this documentary we're doing, yeah, we're going deep. You know, we're going deep into the real origins. Who is
He
this?
don't fuck
Che?
with
Let's
us.
get
He
Che.
don't like black immigrants. He like people like you that's
Black American.
African American. Yeah.
I'm not African American. I'm Black American.
Well, tell him
I'm
that.
not even Black American. I'm just American. Fuck all that color shit, cause I ain't even black. I'm fucking brown.
Oh,
I'm mahogany. What the fuck?
okay. What y'all smoking on over
What you
there?
smoking on, nigga? I'm smoking on a cigarette. Newport.
I, I can tell. I can tell, man.
Mind your business. Yeah, you can tell.
What
What you
what
doing?
city you in?
What you doing?
What city you in,
What
ma'am?
city are you in?
Ma'am, you sound like one of them chicks with saggy titties and weed lips.
Nope, no
Ma'am,
saggy titties. Maybe the weed lips.
I can hear.
You
I
kind of
can
getting
the
somewhere,
weed,
but you're getting
the
nowhere. Where are you trying to get to?
ma'am, it's too late for you to be this damn drunk and
Who's
high. It's
drunk? It's not even that late. What's up with you?
ma'am. Why are you using your children's EBT
Why
money
am I
to get
using my? I don't even have kids. What are you talking about?
ma'am,
I don't even have
ma'am,
kids. Are you crazy? You must be
ma'am?
on
What is that,
drugs. What are
ma'am?
you on
Ma'am,
tonight, sir? I hear a lot of your bullshit you be talking, but
ma'am.
I'm gonna
Well,
just keep.
ma'am, ma'am, you got a potty mouth. Okay, you're not at the immigration office. Okay, you sound like a little musty tether woman. All right, now you got to watch your little potty mouth, man. We don't want little filth coming in the room. We have children listening. Okay, so, ma'am, what is your gripe? What's on your mind, Che? Che, unmute yourself with your little Obama phone, ma'am. Unmute yourself, ma'am. Go ahead, Che. Che, hop on, dear. Che, you're probably babbling and you're too high to realize that you're muted. So you're probably just talking and you don't really.
I just
There
want
you,
to start off by saying
there
I
you go.
apologize. I may have came off ignorant.
Right. Who's there with you, Che?
There's no one here with me.
Heard somebody talking in the background with you, man.
You wanna make me feel coached. I get
I don't
it.
want. I don't
I
want you
get
to
it.
feel it,
I get it. I get it. I get it. I just want to
ma'am.
start off by saying I apologize.
Ma'am, where's your family from? Are you from the Caribbean? Where's your family from?
Everywhere.
Okay, that means the Caribbean. Okay, what part
The
of the Caribbean?
Caribbean.
Hmm. And where else?
Aruba.
Right. Okay,
Yeah, I'm just
ma'am.
trying to get an insight on my life currently. I've been a
I hear
little
your girlfriend.
challenged lately.
I, I hear your girlfriend in the back, and you're basically two drunk studs
No.
driving around.
I ain't do shit. I think
It's
I got
two
he
drunk
got
studs.
two drunk cuz.
It's the two drunk high
Oh,
studs driving around
nobody
looking
is
for.
studs here. Aw,
Yes,
you made
ma'am.
me
Why
feel
don't y'all
so
go
sad.
somewhere? I don't want you to feel sad, but it's too
I'm
late for
glad.
it's
I'm
what
glad. I'm glad.
sound
You
like you're
about
on the
like 50
East
years
Coast.
old
It's
or something
got
like that, right?
Are you really
it's
50?
50?
You
ma'am
about like 55 right now.
and ma'am. Do you have a 50-inch strap on? Okay, you're two old middle-aged studs driving around in the middle of the night drinking Hennessy, um, trying to figure out who's gonna wear the strap on tonight. That's pathetic. All right, man hating. All right. Y'all driving around drunk, talking about niggas ain't shit while you're wearing a strap on. So that's the problem. Shay, hop on, dear, because I don't want to have disgruntled middle aged studs call up with their anti male anger. There's a lot of penis envy going on there. Shay, hop on, dear. You and your drunk friend. All right. Ma'am, hop on. Y'all two old middle-aged studs that's not sexy no more. Y'all not even the cute studs. Y'all getting into 69 in each other, and both of you are built like bookmen from Good Times. Shay, turn your microphone on, ma'am. You're on mute, and nobody can hear you. Shay? Shay, can you please unmute your microphone, ma'am? I know that you still have a T-Mobile sidekick, but there is a mute button that you can unmute. Unmute yourself, dear. I don't have you muted. Shay? I think the strap-on knocked the iPhone cord out, and her phone might have died right now. You're going to have to stop charging the iPhone and the strap-on with the same cord. All right? Che, hop on, dear. You're going to have to charge one or the other. Okay. Che, I do not have you muted, ma'am. Okay, we're waiting on drunk Che, the middle-aged stud, to get back on. All right. They're going to get some Black and Milds at a liquor store. Okay. Okay, let's get some other people in here. Let me get some cute women in here. You know how some people sound ugly? She sounded ugly. She sounded ashy. One of them ashy chicks, that Hennessy Newport voice. Ugh, I can tell what she looks like. Okay, let's get some cute women in here to change the energy. Because Che brought some musty, ashy Section 8 energy in here. So we got to get the energy changed. Okay. Asat? Wait, no. I had some girl up here. Hold on. There was some girl I just let up here and she bounced, and I wanted to see what she had to say. Excuse me. All right, let's get Asat. Let's try Asat. All right, Asat, hop on. Yes, indeed.
The
Yeah.
liquor store closed at fucking 12 o'clock.
Uh-oh, she's back.
Y'all is
She's
dumb.
back. Uh-oh, she's back.
Y'all
She
is
found out
dumb.
she went.
I've been listening to all the dumb shit y'all been saying.
Okay, ma'am, you must have found out the liquor store doesn't take the liquor.
I must have.
The liquor store didn't take EBT cards, so she came back out, and they got to find another liquor store. So they're using Google Maps to find an EBT friendly liquor store. Ma'am, you cannot use EBT cards to get liquor. Use them for the babies. Go ahead, Shay. Shay, hop on, dear. Unmute your microphone, ma'am. You and your drunk stud friend. All right. While we're waiting on the drunk studs to come on. Assad, you all right, brother? How are you, sir?
Yes, sir. I just had a quick question about the hip hop documentary. I'm
Yes.
sure you recall when they had when the powers that should not be had that little secret meeting about corrupting the game, and how Meek Mill just spoke about how they paid him more to talk about the drugs and the gang culture, and they want to push that more. But I know they had a meeting like in the early 90s around when I was born about just completely overhauling the game and centralizing the game, and kind of getting rid of all of these mom and pop music labels that were in the neighborhoods, and when people were coming together like Motown and getting in the basement and just getting down with each other, and that community, and that soul being in the music, they wanted to kind of get rid of that. Are you guys going to cover that in the documentary?
Yeah, I think we might touch on that, and that's a very good point. Thank you, brother. Everybody knows now, and I remember when the meeting happened because I back in 90, this was 91, 92, when the meeting happened. There's been this infamous meeting that people have talked about for years of the record industry talking about controlling the rap market and what they're going to do with the rap game. And I remember very clearly around 91, if I'm not mistaken, this sister who worked in the music industry, we were working in studios, and she was like, hey, they just had a big meeting up in Hollywood. and they're like, they gotta control rap. There's this real big meeting they just had, and they are really tripping about rap, and they gotta come out here and control it. And the reason why I think they had that meeting at the time, and there was this real urgent need to control it. Remember, 91, we're talking about the golden era of hip hop, and they just started SoundScan in 91. So SoundScan gave them real numbers on how hip hop was really moving. NWA, their album Niggas for Life in 91, that album went number one. That album shot to the charts the minute they started with SoundScan, meaning that we're going to get definite numbers of these records sold. They saw that rap records were selling way more than they figured. They saw all of these rap records going gold and platinum like literally overnight. They were like, oh shit, no, we need to talk. So yes, they had to come up with some stuff, and they had to say, hey, we got to get control of this, because you had, remember, Easy and those guys, these are kids coming up with these independent labels and making all of this money with a low overhead. I think they recorded the Straight Outta Compton album for like $10,000. I think Ice T's first album he recorded for like 10 grand. You can record an album for $10,000 and that shit sells 1 million copies. That's free money. You understand? And no radio play. You don't even need radio play at the time. This was freaking the music industry out. You get a cat who can scrape up 10 grand, record an album, it go platinum. You don't have to pay off radio. You don't even have to pay off the video people. And these albums, Too Short was going platinum over and over back in those days. NWA platinum, Ice Cube platinum, Ice T platinum, with no radio play. So they're like, okay, we got to get in front of this shit. We got to get in front of this, because this could be potentially dangerous. And right after that, that's when they started with the heavy censorship thing too. That's when they started with that censorship, even with Luther Campbell down there with the Two Live Crew. He was selling a lot of records. So they got with the political machine and started hitting these cats up with these censorship charges to kind of put them in check a little bit. And then they started putting cases on people. Some of y'all might not remember, they had a case on Tupac, where they were saying that Tupac's lyrics made somebody shoot a cop or something like that. It was like, I forgot the details of it, but I know they had a case on Tupac saying that his lyrics in his first album made somebody go shoot a cop or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. Some of you guys might know the exact details, and you guys can look that up. But yeah, that meeting was very, very real. Okay, what happened to Che, the middle-aged stud? Che, what happened, dear? I didn't take you off. Okay, I guess they had to take their EBT card somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, but I wanted to talk to Che, the two Hennessy infested mammies who called up with their angry Section 8 energy. Okay, I wanted to talk some more. I wanted to see what was on their minds. Uh, I don't mind talking to a couple of over the hill hood rats every now and then. I like to see what's going on in the projects. Lil Diallo, what's up, brother? Lil Diallo, I think that's your name. Turn the microphone on. Lil Diallo. All right. Let's try some other people. Let's try it like this. How about you guys raise your hand if you're ready to get on? Let's get Sar Abezo. Sar Abezo. Oh, what happened to you? Sar Abezo. Sar Abezo. What happened to you, brother? I tried to let you on and it's okay. All right. A lot of weird things going on here. I'm trying to let folks on, and all right. Let's try. Raise your hand if you're ready to get on. Let's do it like that. All right, because we got a lot of folks in here. I'm looking at it. We almost got 1,000 people here in the middle of the night. All right. So raise them hands. I'm looking at the people raising their hands. All right. And this thing is floating around a lot. Let me get Nikki in here. Let's get Nikki the God. Nikki, how are you, dear? Hey, dear,
I'm
how
good.
are
How are
you?
you? I
I'm good.
noticed that the boy who was arrested for urinating in public, they say that the cop who arrested him was arrested. Is that supposed to be a win?
Nah, man, I think he got
Yeah,
fired. I
not
think. I
arrested. He
think.
was fired. Did I say arrested? He was fired.
Yeah, you said
Sorry.
arrested. Yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna see what's going on with that. But yeah, just the fact that they traumatized that kid like that, that wasn't cool at all. But this whole thing where they got to punish black children like that, we gotta. There has to be some charges put on these folks. All right, let's get Julia, then Joku, Julia, then Joku. All right, Julia,
Hello,
how are you, Julia?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Julia, are you from the UK?
I am indeed. I'm from London.
There you go. So what's on your mind, ma'am?
Nothing much. I was just wondering what is your stance on reparations?
Yes, we're campaigning very hard for reparations for foundational Black Americans here in the United States. Um, how do you feel about reparations?
I do not support it.
Okay. You don't support reparations for Black people in America?
No, I feel as though the ones that were enslaved, brutally enslaved, do not deserve reparations because in the time that we are in, modern day, they aren't the victims of what was inflicted upon them. Yes, their families, their ancestors did go through torment and agony, but it wasn't inflicted upon them. So I think now in this time of day, they have chances and they have, many, many things going for them and they just essentially do not need reparations.
So, should these governments, the Western governments, stop giving reparation type payments to the descendants of Jewish Holocaust victims too? Right, based on your logic.
Yes, based off my
Okay.
logic.
Okay. So, why are you not making a case for that then? Why are you making a case for foundational Black Americans, and you're not going against the reparations that's being paid to Jewish descendants now? You're not making a case on that nowhere. You're not in their spaces saying what they should
Because
get.
I adore the Jews and the Jews have been there for me.
Okay, so it's a racially based policy. The policy should be implemented based on race.
Yes.
No, that's not going to work, man. We're not playing that game. That's called white supremacy. And white supremacy is unjust, ma'am. This is why we need reparations, because of unjust white supremacist policies. Right?
Understandably so. But I also feel
Right.
like, yes, whilst white supremacy is wrong, and it's unfortunate for people to have more privileges than others, I think
Hmm.
it's the way the world is. The world is cruel. Some people have to get the short end of the stick.
No, 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 we don't. No, we don't. No,
And
we don't.
and
No,
if
we
that is
don't.
the FBA's,
No,
then so
that's
be
no,
it.
no, that's white supremacy talk. Nope, you don't. You can have a just world. The world is not evil. The white supremacists are evil. The universe is a very just entity. It's not cruel. It's not evil. The people can make choices to do the right thing or do the evil thing. You can choose to produce justice. Black people, we've always been a just people. You can have integrity. You don't have to be a damn degenerate. There's too many resources on this planet to mistreat people based on race and ego, because that's an ego thing. So that white supremacist mindset of the world is evil, that's that satanic white supremacist filthy mindset that has to go. That's been a cancer on this planet. And we have to replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice, right? Isn't justice better?
Justice is better, but unfortunately, justice doesn't always happen. People don't always experience justice in any field. And I also feel as though you were talking about how the blacks, the world is a unjust place, of course, and they get the short end of the stick. But also, yeah, it is a cruel world, and there are blacks perpetuating ghetto culture and perpetuating gun violence and perpetuating gangs and crimes. I think the
But
most, statistically, the
but
most.
but ma'am, you can't point your finger at black people being criminals, and you are a supporter of white supremacy, and that's the biggest criminal gang in recorded history, right?
I don't think so. I think, yes,
Ma'am,
like,
but
I don't
it's
think
not
of myself as a white
ma'am.
supremacist.
But ma'am, it's safe to suspect that you are a white supremacist because you've sat here and you made excuses for white supremacy, saying, "Well, that's just the way the world is." No, it's not, ma'am. White supremacy is the most unnatural thing ever created. So
I
that's
don't think
not.
so. I think there's more unnatural things than to dislike a certain group of people
Oh,
and
no,
to work against them.
supremacy is not about just disliking. It's dominating, controlling, and mistreating people by force. So
Rightfully so.
it's not. That's not right. You think it's right to mistreat people by force just because they were born the wrong color in your mind?
No, but I think if environmentally and mentally, and in the environments that they were born in, them being around, let's be honest here, most of them are in the ghetto, they're around violence. And most of them, because that's all they know, it's a thing versus, nature versus nurture. That's all they know. So they continuously perpetuate it. And I
But
think going from that
but ma'am,
stance,
but ma'am,
yes, it is good
ma'am,
to work against them.
no, ma'am. Well, black people who don't live in the ghetto, you still practice white supremacy against them, ma'am. So the ghettos are created by the white supremacists. Your community creates the ghettos, ma'am. That's a creation of you. So why do you create ghettos, ma'am? And then complain about the ghettos you created?
I don't necessarily think, okay, well, we may have created ghettos, if that's what you call it, but you guys are the ones to still accept it and to not try to escape that
No,
lifestyle.
no, ma'am. We don't accept it. This is why we're calling out the problem, which is you and your kind, the white supremacists, ma'am. That's why we're fighting against that.
Who's fighting against that?
Me and other black people who think like me, we're fighting against systematic white supremacy.
And
That,
against the odds, you and the people that you fight against,
hmm
I still think that if we're looking statistically and at the just the facts, I think the ghettos and the other blacks that do perpetuate that are have a high percentage of it. So I think you guys working against that doesn't really do much. Yes, it's like you guys want change and you guys want things to get better for your people. But if we look at the statistics and the percentages, most of the people you are saying are the problem are your own people causing it. And they're the ones doing it the most.
but, ma'am, what are they doing that the white supremacists didn't orchestrate?
Everything.
Such
I
as
think
what,
they're
ma'am?
doing, such
Name,
as killing their own blood, such as
okay.
leaving their
The,
wives, leaving
the,
their kids.
the only people who do that are people in extremely economically deprived areas, middle class and well-to-do black people. They don't kill each other, ma'am.
And what are the races that are in those deprived areas?
There are a lot of black people in those deprived economic areas.
Exactly. So they still do cause it. It's a thing of like either fighting against it or accepting it, and most of your people accept it. That's why
But ma'am,
that's why if they really fought
but ma'am,
against it,
we
things
learned
would
it
have
from you. But
changed.
ma'am, we learned it from the best. We've
Yeah, but
learned
you
how to
can't
accept.
always say you can't always victimize yourself in the situation and be like, we've learnt it from you,
You did.
and just
We learned
accept
violence,
being the victim in the situation. Because
but
how
you've
long?
accepted being the victimizer. So yeah, we are the victims. We are the
That
victims. You're the victimizers.
that's
You
like
victim,
that's like no, that's like drug addicts. Just drugs are given to them. Drugs are
right?
produced by people, by the rich, right? But they're the ones who keep on like sticking the needle inside of them. They're the ones who
Right.
keep on being addicted to it.
And
It's at their own detriment.
and they punish people who sell drugs to folks who overdose. See, they say that the drug dealers are responsible too in many cases. If you sold somebody the fentanyl that they overdosed on, you're just as culpable, ma'am. And just like the white supremacists, they're culpable for the situations and the environments that they created for black people to not thrive. So it's you, the white supremacists, ma'am. That's why we're looking at you as the problem, right?
In what, can you please break down in what sectors we are the problem?
Every single
And
sector.
I'm not a white supremacist.
I
I'm just
suspect that you,
speaking my own
ma'am,
opinion. So
based on what you're saying, I suspect that you could be a white supremacist, ma'am.
I'm not though. You said
Until
could, but that's not a
until
definite.
proven otherwise, and you haven't proven that you're not a white supremacist because you're spewing a lot of the white supremacist talking points. But ma'am, there's 9 areas of activity between human beings, and the white supremacists dominate every 9 area of those activities, ma'am. Name something that the white supremacists don't control or dominate. Name one thing.
I don't really think the white supremacists control much. I think
The
we
what don't
again
they
are,
control?
listen, hate crime is a thing.
Ma'am,
White
ma'am,
supremacy is,
ma'am, you're deflecting, ma'am, because you can't even name anything that your community, the white supremacists, that they
I'm
don't
not a white
control.
supremacist.
What don't they control, ma'am?
To be
And,
fair, I don't
and
think
the
they can. Like
fact,
I said, I
right,
don't listen. I think you're confusing white
right, and
supremacists.
right, and you can't name
And
anything.
no, listen, I think you're
Therefore,
confusing.
therefore, if you control everything, which basically you've acknowledged by your silence, you're responsible for what you control. If we're controlled by you, you're responsible, just like a ship. The captain is always responsible for whatever goes on that ship. And the white supremacists are the captains of the ship. And they've gotten everything jumbled the hell up. So they're the ones to blame for anything negative within black society globally. They're the blame for it.
But do you not blame your own people for perpetuating that? Like
The
I've said
thing,
numerous amount of
no,
times.
because if it weren't for the white supremacists, they wouldn't perpetuate it, ma'am. So the white supremacists, they're the problem.
Yeah, but that's a moronic excuse because if you really
That's the
wanted to,
truth.
and if you all work together, you
Because
can
we do,
overturn.
because we every time we stop the criminality and the degradation in our community, the white supremacists undermine us. Anytime we have any kind of black progress, the white supremacy uses the white supremacists, they use their force to undermine us and knock us back down. So they are the problem 100%. We can get ourselves up out of negative situations overnight, but we're kicked back in those situations by the white supremacists. Whenever we build communities that are prosperous, the white supremacists go out of their way to undermine them. And we've done this over and over again. Whenever we find some level of success collectively, the white supremacists will knock it back down. So they are the problem. Your white supremacist community, that's the problem, ma'am.
So you just continuously victimize a whole
Because you're
race.
victimizers, because you are victimizers. As
Yeah, but
long
I
as you
don't think.
victimize us, we're going to act like victims and say, hey, we need to get these people off of us to stop victimizing us. Yes, we're victims. I'm a victim of white supremacy, ma'am.
I feel like that's very counterproductive because if you don't take pragmatic ways of just going about it, and if you don't actually take action and you just
Ma'am,
accept people are continuously victimizing you, I feel like you're not
ma'am,
going to get anywhere.
that's
Hence
why
why you're
we
still nothing's
That's why,
changed.
no, no, that's why we don't look at the victimizers enough. Because, see, we start thinking that we caused a lot of the stuff that happened and it's just bad luck. No, it's the white supremacists orchestrating that. And enough of us don't look at it like that. But when we do, we actually start doing better because we know what the problem is. Just like military. You're never going to win a war unless you know what's going on in the war. And we're looking at the people perpetuating the victimizing, and that's the white supremacists. And if we focus on that, we'll solve the problem of white supremacy and produce justice, right?
Hypothetically, if they are the ones causing it all, white supremacists, and if they are the ones pulling the strings whilst you all remain as puppets, what are you going to do to actually stop it all? Rather than just talking, what are the actions you would take for the majority of your people so they can prosper and actually escape the stereotypes that are bestowed upon them?
But here's the thing with black folks, and we don't discuss military strategies or societal strategies or social studies strategies with the open enemy. We don't discuss that. But I will say that black people, we have to get into the mindset of running our societies in a collective manner that's going to be productive. Because here's the thing, you suspected white supremacists, you guys are going to kind of wither off on your own anyway, because your numbers are already low. So the white supremacists are already kind of being wiped out by nature. Over there in Europe, your numbers are very low. Over here, the numbers are low, and you have a zero birth rate, and you know that. Especially you white women over there in Europe, y'all have to get artificial uteruses and all of that stuff. Y'all not having babies like you're supposed to, because a lot of you can't. So your numbers are really, really looking dire at this point. So you're not going to be around too much longer, the white supremacists, because you guys segregate yourselves off into these little enclaves, these little all white supremacist enclaves, and then you start mating with each other, and that creates a lot of neurological diseases, which speeds up um, that birth rate decline. So you guys are not really going to be around too much longer, and that I say unfortunately, because y'all take a lot of other good white people with you with your bullshit. So we're just trying to get black folks into the mindset of running a society on our own. So we want to get us into that mindset. So we're going to be fine. I think we would be more advanced if it weren't for the white supremacists holding us back so much. So we're going to be fine. We're just focusing on creating communities that will be self contained when the white supremacists won't be able to dominate us anymore. So that's our biggest concern.
Yeah, but wouldn't that still be segregating, and wouldn't that still lead to conflict if you just want to build communities with your own people rather than try to infiltrate other communities and maybe do it from that standpoint? Because I feel as though, yeah, that's still segregation. I still as though that'll be very counterproductive in the long run.
That's not
And no
segregation.
matter, no, yes, it
That
is, because
we're,
you want to stay with the blacks. You're just saying our communities, we will build it up from the ground up.
but it's a default situation. I mean, it's not that we just want to be with the blacks. We're with the other blacks by default because the white supremacists segregated themselves and they've drained all the resources for themselves. So, in order for us to accumulate resources, we have to be codified to do business with each other in order to sustain and help each other. This is why Foundational Black Americans, we've been the most successful Black people globally, because we've been codified enough to understand the importance of needing each other and building with each other. This is why your community of white supremacists are always coming among us, trying to divide and conquer and infiltrate us with all of these different movements. So the fact that there's so many resources used to undermine us shows the threat. Anytime we build a community, the white supremacist city planners will go and try to put a freeway or a train station or a subway right in the middle of a black community. Whenever we try to build something up or we build a prosperous, self contained black area or business district, your community, they go up and put bombs in there and blow it up like they did Tulsa. They'll go shoot it up like they did Wilmington. So we're the only group that has had this complete sabotage over and over and over of black progress, even with the FBI, the highest intelligence agency in the country. They had a whole program called COINTELPRO designed to keep black people from rising up economically. They were infiltrating every single black organization, having people burn down buildings and assassinate people. So the fact that your community goes through all that effort to undermine us, ma'am, they are the problem, right?
Yes, but like I said before, you guys have been fighting for a long time now. And
Mm-hmm.
whilst you guys are accepted in society and a lot has changed since slavery and those times of torment, I feel as though if you guys went about it a certain way, a
Like
more
what?
pragmatic way, I feel like if you went through it I think if you went forward in a certain way, it would change a lot of things, and
Like what?
not much changes happen. So I think that really
Okay, I
shows
keep
the
asking you what.
incompetency.
Okay. You're just talking in vagaries. Go about it. What? Go about what and what goal and what should we do?
I feel like maybe follow the white people, follow their behavior, follow the way they carry themselves, rather than try to ostracize yourself from society by alienating yourself and being abnormal. I think
Follow white people and to do what? What do you do? Explain what you do that we need to
not
follow.
follow white people. I think follow the ways, the way they carry themselves, whilst you also have your own
Okay.
qualities and
Okay.
things
What
that define yourselves
okay,
differently.
what qualities of white society that's unique that are unique to white society that we need to follow? Let me know. Let's name them.
I think elegance, decorum, you know,
Elegance,
yeah, I think decorum. I
ma'am,
think carrying
ma'am,
yourself
ma'am,
respectfully. I think it's just
ma'am,
there's just something about it in the
ma'am.
ambience that I just can't explain.
Ele-
What, Tariq?
Elegance, E-
Yes, I think elegance,
ma'am,
but I think decorum is more of a rightful description. I think,
ma'am. There's trailer parks by the millions of people from your community. Is that what that's the elegance you're talking about?
but that's a small demographic of my people. I think the majority of black people just like, let's look example. Where does like twerking come from? Where does all this, being promiscuous and showing your naked body come from? Because it
Your
certainly
community,
doesn't come from the white people.
yeah, it does, ma'am. Ma'am, the Greco-Roman society, you guys were freaks over there in Europe. What are you talking about, ma'am?
Yeah, but I still feel as though we did it with some
Ma'am,
type of
no,
elegance. Yeah, but
ma'am,
listen,
elegance,
we
ma'am,
Tariq,
ma'am,
listen, we are in a
elegance,
different society now. We are not in the Roman
ma'am.
Greco time. We are in a different
The
society right
Greco,
now.
ma'am,
Is
y'all were having sex with animals. What you talking about?
That's a
Y'all
small
do it now,
demographic of people. Black
ma'am.
people,
No, no,
black
no, no,
people
no, no, no,
commit
no, 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 no,
bestiality all the
no.
time.
Oh no, we don't, ma'am. Ma'am, there's websites now on the dark web of you white women, especially from the UK, boning horses, dogs, and piglets. Is that the elegance you're talking about, ma'am? Because we
And what
ain't
are
on none of
black
them
people
sites.
doing?
We're not on them damn animal porn sites.
Listen, you're talking about a small group of people that
Oh
happen
no,
to be
no,
white. The
stop
majority of
it,
people who are
ma'am,
black are
ma'am.
promiscuous.
No, 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 no. Tell us more about this elegant man family. There's porn sites by the thousands of these white women, especially over there in the UK, where she's from, boning horses, goats, turkeys, pit bulls, ostriches. They're boning everything. Is this the elegance you're talking about, ma'am?
Tariq, you need to.
Ma'am, just tell me more about the elegance. And then I won't even get on the meth epidemic. Do you smoke meth elegantly, ma'am? Is that what we need to emulate? Your meth smoking?
Absolutely not. Meth
Okay,
is
so
not
what are you
for
talking
white
about
people to
the
smoke.
elegance, man? There's a meth
Listen, I'm
epidemic
saying
within
the
your
way
community
they
with
carry
meth
themselves with a
pipes,
certain type of classiness that
with
just a
meth
lot
pipes.
of black people can't exude, and that's just a
Are you
fact.
talking?
And
You
you'll
say
bring
classiness or glassiness? The glass meth pipe, because there's a lot of meth pipes in your community. Not all white people. I'm not trying to denigrate all white people, but there's an epidemic in the white community of crystal meth use. Is that the elegance you're
black
talking
people
about?
are using meth too. I don't know why
No,
you keep on bringing up
ma'am,
these points like every single
ma'am.
person in each
We don't
different
do
race.
meth is something that we do not do. It's so rare for a black person to do some meth. We don't do no damn meth.
Okay, do you
That's
think?
so
Do
rare,
wait, can I ask you a question? Is meth
man.
expensive or is it cheap?
Man,
Is it an expensive or
we
cheap
man,
drug?
ma'am, we don't do meth as black people. We do weed. We don't do no damn meth.
Because weed is cheap. You guys can't do meth. You
Uh,
guys can't do coke.
ma'am, we
Because
good.
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 And
We don't want to. Good. Y'all keep it because we don't want
I
to
don't
do what
want
you
to as well,
do.
but you're bringing up these small cases that
Those
happen in every
small
single race and
cases.
bringing it up
Oh,
like it's a good.
no, 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 no. You don't make trillions of dollars in the drug trade for small cases. The meth industry is the damn $1 trillion industry. The heroin and all of the drugs that your community use, that generates trillions of dollars. It's not a small time operation, ma'am. Is that the elegance you're trying to tell us about, ma'am?
And do you guys not do the same thing with weed,
Yeah, weed is all
etc.?
right. Yeah, weed is better than meth.
Yeah, I'm
At
not
least
saying,
beat
I'm
us
not
down.
trying to justify drug use. I'm just saying in every race there are
But you're
people
talking about
using
all of this
drugs.
elegance, man. But
Yeah, but
I'm
you're the one
trying to
who brought up
understand the
meth.
elegance. I'm
Listen, I'm trying to
ma'am, I'm trying to understand this elegance you're talking about with the meth and the bestiality and all of this. Where the trailer parks, where's this elegance you're talking about, ma'am?
listen, Tariq, okay? Listen. You're the one who brought up meth firstly, as the black man here rather than the white woman. And listen, you brought up meth whilst I was talking about elegance, and I'm saying that it's a certain type of ambience that I've only seen white people being able to uphold. You see black people being ratchet, being in the ghetto, talking about like intercourse and just giving, like, doing drugs and like getting all this illegal money.
But your people buy that. Most of the rap records are bought by your community, ma'am. When you look at the Coachellas and all of these rap concerts, most of these are your people going to see and listen to that. If you look at the rap music industry, your people run the rap music industry and they control what's released to the public. Our good brother Meek Mill just said he gets more money to rap about ratchet stuff by the white execs. So, why does your community own these record labels who put out this derogatory stuff about black people? And why are these white audiences consuming it so much? Why do y'all like black degradation so much?
Listen, I think it's the case where a lot of people just want to live vicariously through the lives of other people,
Right.
especially when that life is continuously being, thrown in their face. They see these videos of, black culture being perpetuated. And I think a lot of white people, they just happen to just want to vibe with it sometimes to see how other people are
Because that makes
living.
you feel better as a
Because
white person because you're insecure, right?
perhaps, but we may be the ones watching it and listening to it, but you guys are the ones doing it. You guys are the ones doing the shit that they rap about, I think.
And there are black
So I
people who
don't
doing
understand
and
what
no
point.
ma'am, and there's black people who's doing progressive stuff, but you don't put $1 billion budget on that. There's white people doing meth, boning animals, and doing all types of derogatory things, and there is no $1 billion budget for it. So you're not at liberty to point fingers. We only have our underbelly promoted on a national level. Every group has an underbelly. We are the only ones whose underbelly is promoted with $1 billion budgets. So that's your community promoting that, ma'am.
Tariq, we live in a world that the things that are lucrative happen to be of detriment to others. And I think instead of bringing up these cases that do happen every day, you just need to realize that you're coming from the standpoint of generalizing it, and every that happens in every field. The things that are most lucrative happen to be cruel to others, happen to make others' lives better whilst making other people's lives worse.
That's a
It's
white
just the way
supremacist
things
mind.
are.
That's a white supremacist mindset. No, it doesn't.
It's not, Tariq. It's the
No,
world that we live in. I think we
no,
need to
that's
just.
the white supremacist world. That's a white supremacist mindset.
mm, No, I think it's
Ma'am,
just the world
when
we live
when
in.
ma'am, when you're over there in Europe, are you here? 'Cause you sound like you're in the United States now, or are you still in the UK?
I'm still in the UK.
Right,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry, my voice just happens to adapt to other people's. It's a bit weird, but I'm from London. Yes, I
Right.
am.
And ma'am, London and the UK, it's full of little white ghettos. Those little areas over there are very raggedy. You guys don't live elegantly over there. You guys over there living in them little bitty ass apartments, eating goddamn oatmeal and crumpets, and you're not bawling out the way you're supposed to. And many of you are drugged out over there too. So you're not at liberty to point fingers at anybody, ma'am. You're not really bawling out over there. And shout out to my black brothers and sisters over there in the UK because they bring the flavor to the UK. When I go there,
Facts.
eat your food. I have to go to my Caribbean brothers and sisters to eat the food. It's horrible there. So you don't really
Tariq,
have a culture.
The only thing the black people add to this place is chefing people up. I think you're talking about the white areas being somehow being ghetto, but most of the areas here that have high crime rates and that happen to also be ghetto or to be in a deprived area, it's filled with black people inflicting harm on others, stealing from the shops, committing crimes, stabbing people up because they said something that happened to upset them that day. And when you look at knife crime, most of the people that do it are people of color or black people, especially black men. I was at a
Hmm.
park one day. I was at Hyde Park. I was strolling. Hyde Park is a very, beautiful park. It's a known park here. And there was just a group of black people in the corner, and all of a sudden they saw what you guys call an op, and they started chasing him. They just pulled a katana out of his pants. One pulled out a machete, one pulled out a knife, and they just all went heading for someone that was their op, and it was one guy. So it is also pussy
Ma'am,
behavior for all of
okay.
them. But
So we're going to talk about knifing. The UK, the royal family, and the UK government, the English government, they went all over the world pulling out their bayonets, knives, and guns, colonizing people, particularly the West African people. So you guys colonized and stuck up whole countries, stole all the artifacts. I've been to the museums over there. You got all of the artifacts and some of the precious entities from some of these African countries in your museums that you stole, and the people are trying to get them back. You got all of the resources and the gold and the diamond, the De Beers, and all of those people. Y'all set up shop over there where you pillaged African countries, man. We're not going to even get to the stealing. You guys take stealing on a whole different level. So, if yeah, there's some brothers and sisters from the continent of Africa who go to the UK and put a blade on somebody's ass, well, that's just karma.
Tariq, with that analogy, with that comparison, right? I think the difference between those two things, you comparing the royal family stealing all these artifacts, inflicting harm in other countries, colonizing, and these ghetto places where these people can continuously perpetuate all that they have been through and inflict that on other people. I think the difference between that is one is for meaning, and the other is just for their own gain. I think those are two different things for their own personal gain. And
Ma'am, you think the UK government and the royal family and the UK army, they weren't pillaging all of these countries around the world for their own gain? Britain colonized half the damn world. They went around the world colonizing everybody, even
the
us over
meaning
here.
as well.
Okay. And let me be real. The wealth of Britain was really built off the backs of foundational black Americans, because we were over here colonized by Britain, and then the white supremacists here broke off from them, but they still had a little deal going on. So a lot of that wealth was generated from the slave trade in the Caribbean islands as well. So they made their bones and they made their money, um, demeaning people and exploiting people and stealing and hoarding the stolen wealth, ma'am. So that whole society over there is built off of that. So you can't really point the finger, ma'am. And they did it for their own gain.
Listen, Tariq, you're still victimizing yourself, and with the, having a constant, just victim mindset,
Hmm.
you're not gonna. The thing is, you're not gonna get much done because the only thing that's gonna happen is you're gonna get pity from the wrong people, the same people who exploit you, who you claim to exploit you, who add to the ghetto culture, who try to make things worse than it has to be for Black people. I don't I,
Ma'am,
I
it
don't
don't get
understand your
can't,
point of always saying they're the ones causing this, but yet you're
ma'am.
just taking it
You keep
constantly. You let them
okay,
take
ma'am.
it.
But here's the problem, this whole thing making it worse. And that's the great thing, because you guys, the white supremacists, you've done so much degradation to us, it can't get any worse. So we can only go up. You can't threaten us anymore with, oh, it's going to get worse. You've done everything imaginable to us, and we survived it. And that's the thing that throws you off. And that's why foundational Black American culture in particular is so respected around the world, and people try to emulate us, because if we can survive that, those are a group of people, we want some of what they got, we want that spirit. You go to the UK, they're over there acting like us, the white people are acting like us. The music that we listen to, they love our music, they love everything, our swag over there, because they know what it is. They know real godly people when they see it. So, foundational Black American culture is something that everybody wants to try to taste a piece of because we're that mysterious group where you're trying to figure out how did they survive everything we threw at them. These people didn't break, they didn't falter, they got a little dirt on them, and they're still kicking and ticking. And people can't do nothing but respect that and appreciate that. Even you, ma'am, because that's why you're calling. You respect it, you appreciate it. This is why you're trying to use your Jedi mind tricks, right?
So now you're just letting the whites yet again colonize and take what you guys adore. Take the music you adore, take the appeal you guys have to offer, take how you are as a whole. Is that what you are saying?
Well, you can appreciate what we do.
Yeah,
Everybody around the world appreciates what we do. And but let me ask you this. And how old are you? You're 20, are you in your 20s or 30s?
I'm 19.
Okay, you're very young. Let me
Yes,
ask you this. I want you to be very honest. Have you been in a relationship with a black male before?
absolutely not. I would
Okay.
rather I would rather be lynched than ever even think of that. And I say that
Okay.
with such kindness.
Right. Well, you're a white supremacist. That's a white supremacist mindset.
Absolutely not. I just think there's
I can understand.
types.
No, no, no. I can understand a preference, but you're like, I'd rather be killed. Now that's white supremacy. Okay,
But isn't
that's
that what
not
a
a preference.
preference is? Like,
Yeah,
because
that's not
how you, if that's the only thing that you're attracted to, if I'm attracted to Caucasians, right,
right.
Caucasian males, if I'm attracted to white men, me thinking about being attracted or being with a black man has to make me feel some type of way, has to make me kind of like suicidal ideation. It's just like
And
I
by
want
the
to shoot
way,
my brains out
and by
because
the way, and by the way, I don't believe you. By the way, I don't believe
you
you.
don't believe me. The
No,
thing is,
I don't
Tariq, this
believe
is the difference. You're around,
you.
because this is
I don't
America.
believe
I see it happening. You're around the people, the white people who want to be black. Those are the areas you live in.
you,
And those
ma'am.
women, they let themselves be victims and be baby mamas. But that is not how I roll.
Ma'am, I don't believe you. You suspected white supremacist women are always looking for a chocolate soul pole on the low. I don't believe you at all. That's why you're
Isn't
calling.
that a bit, that's a bit egotistical, don't you think? All
Yeah,
these years, you guys went unwanted and unloved. And now to think
unwanted,
that apparently people always
ma'am.
want you is quite the
When
jump,
did
Tariq.
we ever? When were black men ever unwanted, ma'am?
The only I'm talking about unwanted from me from like a romantic point of view, from a
That's
love
what
point of
I'm
view.
saying.
You
When,
guys were
ma'am,
wanted for
ma'am,
uses to pick cotton.
when did you white women not want black males? Name the year.
Absolutely not. If you're
When?
talking about in a romantic way, never.
Yeah, ma'am, stop it. Ma'am, stop it.
The
Y'all,
people that want the black men today are the ones that want to be black, and they are victims themselves.
ma'am,
They have let they've
ma'am,
let ghetto culture get to them. They've let societal ways
stop it,
just
man. Ma'am,
let themselves conform
this
to
is
it.
what you tell the white supremacist males that you're trying to get some money from. Okay, this is what you tell
Tariq,
them,
I don't need money.
ma'am.
I don't
This
need
is,
money, Tariq.
She's
ma'am. This
capping,
is
bro. The amount of white women that love me are unimaginable, fam. She's lying to
Absolutely
you.
not.
And I'm from the
Joking.
UK as well, by the way.
yeah. Shout out, Joker. Let me talk to her. But yeah,
Come on,
She's
bro.
all cap. This is all cap. This is that,
Tariq.
ma'am. This is what these white supremacist males like to hear. They like to hear all of that aggressive anti-blackness. I'd die before I ever be with a black man. You probably got a black dildo in your house right now, ma'am.
That's disgusting, Tariq.
No,
Tariq, let me ask you a question. So you
go ahead.
think that there isn't a woman in existence that resides in England that just wants white men or just like is attracted to white men in general and that wants
But
a white
because if that were the
partner?
case, if that were the case, you would just do it. You wouldn't have to construct these weird anti-black ideologies, ma'am. That's to compensate for something. You're trying to compensate for something, ma'am. And I think that
I'm not.
yeah, that's kind of a hustle. You're a 19-year-old white girl in the UK, and this is what you tell the white supremacist males. And by the way, you might not even be white, to be honest, because you're over there in the UK, truth be told, you almost have a Somali vibe. There's a lot of these Somali East African women over there in the UK who talk as if they're white girls, and you might be one of them. That's
I
what
feel
you
quite
really sound like.
Tariq, I feel quite offended right now because the fact that you think there isn't a white girl with a white accent in UK because we are being colonized by the black people, That is sickening. And you know what?
Yeah.
That is disheartening that you feel that way, but it's rightfully yours. But I also agree with you. There are a lot of blacks people these days, less white people. If you go to schools, you see way more blacks or like people of color than you see white. But I'm half Finnish and half English, and I would
You
never
know,
want to be
and I
black.
might. I don't think. I mean, you might be East African. Yeah. You might.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. You might. I'm feeling a Somalian vibe there. You just
That's disgusting,
because
Tariq.
you're going too hard to cosplay as a white girl. You know what I'm saying?
There's
A white
Tariq,
girl,
listen.
listen. A white girl doesn't have to try that hard. You know what I'm saying? Especially in the UK. If you're in the UK, what are you trying to prove? You're in the whitest country ever.
I wouldn't
You're,
call this the whitest country ever. Like I just
yeah,
said, we are being taken over
yeah,
by the
yeah. Nobody.
blacks in the parks.
You're not being taken over. You allow some black people to get over there. You're not being taken over. I mean, you live in a
No, no
white
one
country.
allows. I think it's more so I don't allow anything to be sure. If I
Yeah,
was given the chance to not allow those people here, I think I just would not allow them here. So
but yeah, I think you might be an East African, with a British accent and
I'm not.
trying to cosplay. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, dear, like I said, I think that you low key have a fetish for black males, and you just, this is some kind of hustle that you got to tell white men in order to get a couple of dollars out of them. I think that that's
I
like,
don't need money, as I just said a
yes,
numerous amount of times.
ma'am, this is a cosplaying thing that you get around white men and you play the little Nazi girlfriend. This is cosplaying that you're doing. And you tell yourself this stuff because why would you be threatened? You sound, white supremacy is based off, fear of genetic annihilation. And you're in the UK already, and there's no real big threat. And I know there's some black people coming over there, and you're worried about our reparations here. So why is a white girl in a white country just sitting around concerning herself with black ghettos around the world so much for?
I think it's because it's starting to become a me problem because I'm being affected by it. Like I just said,
How so?
environmentally,
How so?
environmentally, okay, can I? Environmentally, there are black people taking over, there are people of color taking over. If you see the state of London as it is today, I think you'd really understand. You walk into central London and you just see everybody there and you come across the rare white people that you just walk by, but the
Ma'am,
majority of the people there
ma'am,
have been
over
taken
there,
over by those people.
over
And
there,
Tariq, can I ask
ma'am.
you a
Hold,
question?
hold on.
Okay.
I'll let you ask in a second. But over there, you're familiar with Brixton over there?
Yes, I
Yeah.
am, but that's not really a good place.
Why isn't it? Brixton is a clean place, hardworking people over there, a lot of culture there. They got it popping. It's a black area. Cool
Is
people over there.
Those are my ends, bro. You got it.
cool
Yes,
people don't
indeed.
live there.
Yes, they
And
do live there. And I've been to Brixton, and I love the people over there.
because you're
Hardworking, very
black,
honest.
of course you love the ambience that
Yes.
Brixton gives off.
Yeah, they don't do anything to the white people. They're not harming you over there. So what are you talking about?
Yeah, but it's just I feel like it just doesn't align with the type of culture I want to be around. That's
Well,
rightfully
because they're
my
not
opinion.
ratchet. Because they're not ratchet over there. Those are good, hardworking black people. They got their shops. They got their businesses over there. They're very hardworking people. It's very clean
Brixton is
over there.
becoming ratchet.
Oh no,
I
it's
don't
not.
know how. I don't know when's the last time you went there, but Brixton is becoming ratchet. There's been stabbings there recently. It's like it's really not a really nice place as it once was.
It's still a cool place, and the people are still cool. Some of these other people, these serial killers running around the white supremacist community, that's the problem. Y'all running around there with no dental plan. Your teeth look like niblets. Yeah, you're all over the place with it. So yeah, you got to really look at the white supremacist community over there. You really have to look at that, man. All right,
You know what's the problem, Tariq? One thing I don't like is hypocrites. And I
right.
feel as though everything you stand for and all the stances you have given to me today really contradicts with the fact that you have murder charges out of Alabama.
Now you're trolling. See, don't reduce yourself to trolling now, because now you're going into white supremacist cop out mode. Because when white
Okay, I'm
supremacists,
not gonna go there. I'm just saying.
yeah, because now you're trolling. Now, when white supremacists lose an argument, then they just start getting goofy and then
I
just say
haven't lost this
goofy stuff.
argument. And Tariq,
You
I
have,
feel as though Tariq,
and also, again, I don't think because now that you're proven that you're not you're arguing in bad faith. I really don't
um,
think you're white now. I
okay.
really don't think you're white, and that
Because
goes back to
oh,
my
Tariq,
theory.
why is that? Because you only think your people
Because,
could backstab, and you only think your people
ma'am,
could
you're a
go
wannabe white,
play dirty. That's what you
ma'am.
think, Tariq. You just showed yourself.
Ma'am, you're a wannabe white supremacist. You're not even white. You just right there. You showed your arguments are in bad faith. You're not even white. You're a musty
So
tether. Ma'am, you are a musty tether.
listen, Tariq. So you're saying
You're a
I'm a
wannabe.
musty tether. Okay,
Yes.
Tariq, listen, you're saying I'm a musty tether
Ma'am,
for
you're
arguing in
ma'am.
bad faith. Tariq,
Yes,
I
you are.
just found out about those charges. Someone just put it in my
Ma'am, stop it.
inbox, so
Stop.
I felt
You're,
rightful
ma'am, you're
to
trolling.
ask. I'm
Stop it.
not trolling, Tariq. I
Stop
really come in true faith. I come
No,
in
you
with good
don't.
faith.
Stop it,
Yes, I
ma'am.
do. Okay, listen, Tariq. Let me just explain something here, okay?
Okay, you're ashamed of being East African. That's
Listen, I'm not I'm not
yeah,
ashamed to be. Oh yeah, okay,
ma'am.
sure. So you just call me tether because
Yeah,
you just
ma'am.
can't believe.
You're ashamed of being East African, ma'am. You done sat up here pretending to be a white woman, and you're not even white. How
Listen,
sad is
Tariq.
that?
Tariq,
That's
listen.
ma'am. You done
If the
sat here.
only argument you have is to
You sat here and pretended to be a white woman all this time. White women don't really talk like you talking, especially a 19-year-old white woman. That's what was throwing everything off. 19-year-old white women don't talk like that. It's not even practical for them to be a hardcore anti-black racist at 19. White women don't get real racist until they get around 29. Yeah, the that type of shit kicks in much later. All right. So, ma'am, you've been sitting here cosplaying as a white woman. You're either are you a Somalian, ma'am?
absolutely not. Tariq, I think the issue here is you're saying white women don't sound like this at 19. You
No,
should
they
really
don't. They
understand.
don't.
Tariq, let me explain. You should really understand dialects. This is the dialect in some
No, they,
regions of West London, places you probably haven't been before because I don't know.
ma'am,
There's
ma'am,
not a lot of black people here. But Tariq, let me explain this. I want to
ma'am,
go back to the point. I want to go back to the point where you
ma'am.
said,
No, ma'am. Your
listen,
arguments are in bad faith. I don't. You're not a white woman, ma'am.
okay, Tariq, whatever
Ma'am,
makes you sleep at night. But let me get to my point, okay?
ma'am,
Because
ma'am.
why do you think I'm someone like you?
Yeah, you're
Because I'm
Somali, ma'am.
arguing in.
I,
No, listen, Tariq,
now you're not a
Tariq,
white woman. Ma'am. You're pretending. You're a wannabe.
Tariq. Listen. The fact that you think,
Ma'am, just because you have a blonde divestment wig on doesn't make you a white woman. You're not a
listen,
white woman, ma'am.
okay, Tariq.
You
The
know what I
fact
hear?
that you think,
I listen. I hear camel hooves pattering in the background, ma'am. Okay, so let's not play this game. I hear the camel hooves, just a pitter patting in the background. You're
okay,
sitting here cosplaying as a white woman.
okay, Tariq. The reason why you think I might be cosplaying or whatever is because you think only your people can argue in bad faith. Even though I didn't realize I was arguing in bad faith,
You
and I
are, ma'am.
didn't know. I didn't know it was a sensitive spot for you because I
Ma'am,
just saw that right now. I just found
ma'am,
out right now.
you're arguing in bad faith. Everything you've said is basically all cap. You're a Somalian woman, ma'am. You,
Listen, Tariq.
ma'am, you're one of them Somalian women. And shout out to the Somalians, but you do have some Somalian self haters out there, like this woman here who tries to pretend to be a woman. You're not a
Tariq.
white man.
Tariq.
All right, let you go, ma'am, because now your arguments are horrible. Joku, hop on, brother.
Yes, Tariq, bro. I appreciate you, bro. I was fucking livid on mute, bro. I just want to step in and just put her in her place, fam.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, this woman, she's capping. She's all cap. But yeah. Well, how's everything in the UK, brother?
No, it's good, bro. Cause like I was hearing you lot talk, right? And like I know her kind, lad. Like they see me whipping around in the McLaren or the Lambo. I have both. It's fine. I'm helping their communities more than they are, and it's fucking, bro. They see me, right? They know they can't have me. They come to your end in Los Angeles, and what do? They go to Inglewood, of all places, lad. They go to Inglewood, and they riz up the first black man that just makes eye contact with them. It's absolute madness, bro. I'm not sure if you've seen on your ends, but that's just what I've seen. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, my man. I can't understand shit you saying, but it's all good. All right. I can understand nothing he was saying. Let's get Colleen. Colleen, hop in, ma'am.
Hi, Tariq. I appreciate you letting me up. Listen, I just so I'm sitting here listening, and I was a bit dumbfounded. But she said to you, "I can't stand hypocrites." I thought the nerve, the balls on this woman, because her page says, "Focus only on Christ, His path, His mission. I do
Right.
everything for Your name." Whatever her Christ is, it sure the hell isn't mine. And I'm sure it's not a whole lot of people. I mean, that was ridiculous. Yeah,
Oh,
I found it really funny. So, anyways, thanks for having me up. I appreciate it.
thank you, dear. All right. All right. Let's get my homegirl, the foot model. Oh Lord, the foot queen.
Good
Hey,
morning. Can you hear
I,
me?
I can hear you, dear. Are you safe in the States? Or are you somewhere in Dubai?
No, I'm in the UK. I've been in the
Oh,
UK for a little minute.
this girl be getting money, girl. You be all over.
Yeah, I go to Paris this morning. I'm getting ready to go to Paris.
Man, I ain't mad at you, sister. What's on your mind?
So, first of all, like I said, I'm here in the UK now. I spent a lot of time over here in the UK, specifically London. This lady is capping. Okay. These
Yeah.
people are living paycheck to paycheck, just like everybody else, homeless people all over the place. I don't know why she make it seem like just because she white means she got money. That's a freaking lie. And then she said, oh, well, it's affecting me because London is being taken over by black people. That's not true. I have not met a black person since I've been here, not an American black person. So what they got to do with our reparations? Them
Right.
people invading over there are immigrants. What they got to do with us? And the fact that she up in the black people space this early in the fucking morning, it's 7:38 in the morning over here. She she got black people on her mind. And let's be real clear, her profile picture not even hers.
I know.
So you ain't gonna talk all that shit with your profile picture up there. Let's be for real, for real.
Real talk. All right, then. Thank you so much, dear. Yeah, like I said, I think that I don't even think she's white, to be honest. After she started trolling, oh, this ain't no white girl. Yeah, she's up here cosplaying. Julian, what's up, Julian?
Okay, I'm gonna ignore how you do that. But now I know this bitch Colleen is retarded because that's literally makes sense of those glasses. Because that's literally my bio. And this other girl's a fucking 500-pound elephant. Let's ignore that elephant in the room. What, you gonna break the fucking table? Get off that fucking table. That's ridiculous. That's
Okay,
absolutely ridiculous.
slow.
Sorry.
All right, so
And I'm
okay, okay, well, first, Julian, let's watch your
oh sorry.
language. Let's do that. We got children, right? We got. Come on, man.
You
So
know
what's on
I'm
your
like
mind? You
you.
just
I'm like a
wanted to
spirit
call her.
animal. No, that's my fucking e-girl, dude. My fucking e-girl down. This
Okay,
you see how we have matching bios and all that shit, and you're fucking saying all this dumb shit like black nigger dick.
you can't
You think I
watch.
would settle
Oh,
for that? You think I wouldn't lynch every nigger in the room for her? That's my kitten. Unironically, that's my fucking
okay, you're
kitten. Back the fuck off.
okay. You're a black. You're a black dude. I know. I gotta edit your
You
shit
think
out of
I'm
here,
a
man.
black
Like I
dude?
don't.
I am incel.
Yeah, you're a black dude trying to sound like a white dude. I'm gonna edit your shit out because I don't want profanity, dude. You one of these goofy. You one of these goofy hoot and
You think
lotus
I'm a goofy
Negroes, man.
hoofy? But wait, you're gonna tell that
Yeah.
bitch to eat a salad though? Come on my feet. I'm just looking at this whore's fucking ad name. Like, dude, what the size
Okay,
12? This bitch fucking Shaquille O'Neal's, and she's fucking yelling at you like,
dude. Dude, stop trying to sound tough, dude. You one of these goofy nigga nerds. This is why I get on the Negro nerds. This is one of these old real passive aggressive Negroes who's just weird, man. Your energy is weird. You sitting at home and your shirt too small and you're just a weird dude. You one of them weird niggas and you're trying to lash out at the women and it's a weird nerd energy, dude. Like these fucking these bitches. These bitches. These bitches will rue the day that they've ignored me. Calm down, Negro nerd. I hate Negro nerds like you who get real passive aggressive and get real aggressive with women. You guys are real funny
like,
about like that. Calm
keep
down,
in
dude.
mind,
How long have you been? No. How long have you
keep in
been a
mind, this
Negro
that
nerd?
girl has me on Snapchat. She knows I'm white. Just let you know.
No, you're not
Yeah.
white, dude. I can tell that you're a Negro. Now,
And
what
she's
part of the
17 over
Caribbean
there.
your family? What part of the Caribbean is your family from? You're not a white dude, dude. This is a goofy
Dude, what's the
tether
point? Every
trying to.
every section.
This is a goofy tether trying to pretend to be white. Dude, stop it. You're doing the most. You sound like a nigga with a little relaxer in his hair. You know, trying to sound like a white dude. He's one of these gamer dudes. I can tell your profile, dude. You're some tether who stays on these video games. You one of these Call of Duty niggas. And
I do
you
play Call of
talking
Duty,
like you playing Call. Yeah, I know you do. You talking like one
but
of
I'm,
them
but I'm saying,
niggas.
oh, you're
My
trying to
kid,
figure out which black I am, which country I am. What's the fucking difference? They all fucking smoke weed and fucking twerk on a fucking table. Name
uh,
me a black country that doesn't do that. Name me one. Just because I play
the one you
Smash
fled,
Bros and I like have fun with my
the
kid
one you
and
fled from, the one you fled from, dude. The
oh,
one you fled
with you in
from. Your family.
chains, the Jews took you
Oh
in
yeah,
chains and bug
yeah.
broke you, and you blame me.
And dude, you're sitting up playing Call of Duty,
Yeah, and
talking
I
shit
scream
on
at
the internet,
children. If yeah,
and, and yeah, you yelling at kids on Call of Duty. Play the fucking game, dude. Fucking shoot him, bro. Fucking shoot him, dude. What the fuck is wrong with you? You one of these dudes. You used to cursing out kids every day on Call of Duty. Boy, you game goofy as hell. You game goofy tether. This nigga sound like one of these weird dudes with acne and a keloid behind his ear, with a janky hairline, and mad because chicks don't want to date him. This real nerd incel energy. Like this nigga don't get no pussy. I can tell it's all in your voice. You can hear it in your throat. That lack of pussy getting in your throat, nigga. I can hear it. You ain't
okay,
never had a bitch,
I'll fucking
have
admit.
you?
Not only yes, I could call fucking people niggers on Call of Duty, but also I'm 95% white. I'm mostly all white.
No,
I'm
you're
just a
not.
little. I'm okay. I'm light skinned, but doesn't fucking mean I'm one of y'all. Like
I don't even. I
I
don't
don't
even believe
consider
it,
myself. I don't
nigga.
consider
I
myself
believe
black. I consider myself white.
dude. You're sitting over there looking like Akon. You're black as hell and very angry because you're a failed tether. So I don't believe you're
I play
black, sir.
basketball like y'all, but I can. I
Uh, no, you don't. No, you don't, nigga. The only basketball you play is on Xbox. You don't get out the house. You don't get off the porch. You sit online and talk shit all day like a musty punk bitch. And you need to go get some root work. Go get some of that root work deodorant. Sitting up on Call of Duty all day, y'all niggas don't bathe. Y'all don't wash your ass. Y'all get musty all the time. Go to rootworkstyle.com and get you some coconut butter root work and put it under your little underarms and get your shit
when
right.
I see you
All
at
right.
the conference,
Okay, you're gonna do nothing because I got your dumb ass out of here. All right. All right. A lot of people, the tethers, are trying to act white. Okay. We got a lot of the tether class trying to act white in here. It's a very interesting dynamic, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting dynamic. We're gonna get a couple other calls in a minute. Hold on one second, y'all. Bear with me. We're gonna get a couple of other calls in a minute. We got a lot of folks in here still. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are still in here. We are chopping it up. We've been chopping it up for a few hours. We've been on here for a minute, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all bear with me for a second. I'm already editing that nigga stuff out. He was deliberately doing a lot of cursing, and I'm not going to have that on the playback. So, nigga, you're not going to even get the shine you wanted. Let's get Mo in here. Hop on.
What's up, Tariq? How are you?
I'm good, Mo. What's on your mind?
Do you remember me from a couple months back? I was asking about like business and self-development.
I kind of, sort of do, but not
I was
really.
doing like the day trading and the podcast stuff. I don't know if that rings a bell.
I can't remember, brother, but what's on your mind?
Fair, bro. Yeah, I just want to say, like, yeah, I appreciate your time and everything. I've been applying to what you're saying, and I actually put a lot of my boys onto your work.
Yeah.
I was in Los Angeles in April, but when I come back, bro, I'm gonna take you out for like the best steak Los Angeles can buy. It's gonna be on me, my friend. And I think you can get a follow back, bro.
My man. All right. Well, I'll look into that. I'll see if I can follow you back. I'll look at your page and see what's happening because I don't eat steak and I don't really go out with niggas like that. But all right, Vanessa, hop on, man. Vanessa, Miss Vanessa, waiting on Vanessa. Oh, what happened? Vanessa, turn your microphone on, ma'am.
There we go. I've done it now. I'm new to this. I have no idea what I'm
Mm.
doing.
Okay, I can hear you, so you're good to go right now.
So, how do we play this game? How are people sending smiley faces and stuff like that? And what are we talking about? I've literally just hooked on. I went into Twitter, or X as it's now called, and
Mm-hmm.
I had a little line across the top that said that something was going on, and I've come into it, but I have no idea what you're talking about. And yeah, so if you'd like to enlighten me, that would be great. Thank you.
Okay, well, how about this? How about I get you off and you just listen in? Because I'm not doing a special tutoring section for somebody who's trying to learn Twitter space. All right, you're gonna have to get one of your grandkids to teach you how to do that. I'm in the middle of a broadcast and I got a lot of people here. It's almost 1,000 people here. So one of your grandkids, you sound like you're in the UK too. So wake your little grandkid up and give him some a bagel with a little English muffin on it, and have him explain. Give him a spot of tea and have him explain how this thing works. Okay, because I cannot do it for you at the moment, ma'am. All right, we got a lot of folks in here still. All right, we got a lot of okay. We got what's this dude named Nazi Foo? Okay, hold. We got Patrick from SpongeBob in here. Hold on, Patrick from SpongeBob. Let's get Patrick from SpongeBob in here real quick. Patrick, hop up real quick.
Hey Tariq, it's Patrick from the Bikini
Hey,
Bottom.
hey, Patrick, how's everything down there, Bikini
Oh,
Bottom,
it's
man?
great, man. Look at my profile picture. I got the Supreme jacket on. Couldn't feel better.
Oh man, is SpongeBob okay? How's he doing?
Well, here's the thing. All these Somalis from the UK, they're migrating to the Bikini Bottom, and now SpongeBob's without a job because Mr. Krabs is cheap and he fired him.
So y'all saying some of the Somalis then migrated down to Bikini Bottom too?
Exactly. They stabbed too many people in the UK. They got kicked out, and the only place left is the Bikini Bottom. But now I'm
So,
here for my life,
so,
Tariq.
so you saying that? So you saying that even underwater, it's musty underwater? Even
It
underwater, it got
smells
musty.
like shit. It's bad enough Squidward lives next to me, and now all the Somalis are here too. My nostrils that don't exist are deteriorating.
All right. Lord, Lord, Lord. The drugs that's on the street right now, boy. Y'all drug dealers, please stop cutting the shit with fentanyl. Y'all got these niggas on one out here, man. Lord. uh, okay, all right. Y'all gonna have me on here all night because now we done switched over to the UK shift. So the people in the UK are just waking up and they're getting on early. All right, I ain't gonna be on here too much longer, man. Y'all gonna have me on here all night. Ichiru, I think that's your name. Ichiru. What's up, Ichiru? Let me just get one more good call in. Ichiru, hop on, brother. Come on, man. I'm trying to let you on. I'm trying to get one more good call in here after Patrick from SpongeBob. All right, Ichiru said, "Nah, I can't do it." All right. Let's get shit. We got a lot of folks in here. All right. I'm trying to get one more call before we go. Just one more call. Just one more. All right, let's get Godwell. All right, let's get Godwella, whatever your name is. All right. Hop on, ma'am. All right. You turn your microphone on, unmute yourself.
Can you hear
There you
me?
go. Yes, ma'am. How
Oh,
are you?
I'm very well. I'm from the UK, Tariq. First of all,
Yes.
I just want to say, over the years, listening to you, following you, you are spot on.
Mm-hmm.
In many of your researches, the way you speak, if you recall me, you used to call me jollof rice, and I used to get
Oh.
very offended. But now I can't eat jollof rice due to medical issues.
Oh.
Yes,
Oh. Sorry to hear.
yes, it's simply just an answer. You're spot on. It's true. What we need to do, this is my belief, just learning from you and many other great individuals who have turned round so many adverse issues, yes, to make money and educate at the same time.
Yes.
Keep on doing what you're doing.
Yes, ma'am.
And
I
closing,
appreciate it.
really important, listening to you talking about Brixton, and you're all
Yes.
the way in America. You are spot on. It's a unique smelting pot where even the white middle classes have actually got tired of this fighting. And Brixton is growing to be such a role model for what can be done. So keep on
Yes.
pushing and keep on
Yes.
giving us pure entertainment as you're dealing with the hate that is thrown at you. And forgive me for 2 years ago.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I forgot what you did 2 years ago, but it's cool. But yeah, shout out to Brixton, man. I love the people over there in Brixton. Good folks. So don't let these people run that game. The blacks are this. So over there in the UK, man, the people in Brixton, hardworking folks. They got great businesses over there. They just bring in so much flavor, and that makes London an interesting place. The black people bring a lot of the flavor over there. Yellings, how are you, man? Yellings. Okay, Yellings, where you at, man?
Are you you?
I'm talking to you, ma'am. Your name is Yelling Stella. You forgot what your name is on your profile?
My name is Stella, Yelling Stella. Yes, thank you.
No, Lord, no. Stella, where you from, ma'am?
I'm Canadian, born and
Okay.
raised. I'm right off the west coast of.
Okay. So what's on your mind, ma'am? Okay, ma'am. Is that Canadian connection on your phone not popping? What's going on? Okay. Yeah, Yellings. You okay? Okay, we get her off because her phone fell down somewhere, and I think a moose stepped on it. Frankie V, hop on, Frankie V. All right, Frankie V, what's up, brother? Waiting on Frankie V. All right, while we're waiting on Frankie V, we're gonna get Trey in here. All right, Trey.
Yeah, how's it going, Tariq? How's it going?
What's up? What's up, Trey? Your phone is extremely janky, but what's going on with you, bro?
Oh, is my microphone better now? Is it better now?
Much better.
Yeah, I
Much
apologize.
better. Go ahead.
Yeah, how's it going, Tariq? I just wanted to say, I'm in Scottsdale, Arizona right now. But,
Okay.
yeah, I needed to get some advice real quick. So, like I said, I'm in Scottsdale. I just turned 20, about last year, and I'm dating this foundational Black American. But the thing is, she's 15, so. I need advice because I'm not really like around black people too much, and this girl's 15 and FBA, so I do need some advice.
Okay. Now, first of all, you're not dating a 15-year-old. and you're not dating a girl. That's where you lost me. When you said you were dating a girl, I knew it was all cap. Okay. Your trolling fell flat right there. All right,
I've dated you know,
dude,
listen.
you're very bussified, sir.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
I've had a catamite before. That doesn't mean like,
right.
I'm not a faggot or anything, but I'm like,
I know we don't use words like
oh, I
that, sir. We
apologize,
don't.
Tariq. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Tariq. Yeah,
yeah. You're
but
not. But you gave up your troll intel when you
um,
yeah, you gave it up right
yo,
there when you
Tariq,
said you
can I have your bussy? Your bussy.
um sir. Is that like a moist bussy language you're using? Is that a bussy Morse code?
Yeah,
Are
I'm
you
trying
are
to.
you opening up?
I'm trying to summon your
Are you
bussy.
are you opening up your butt cheeks and making them speak, and you whistling with your booty hole? What kind of sound was that, sir? I've never heard a sound like that before, sir. You guys are really freaky. There's a lot of freaky stuff going on. You opened up your butt cheeks and you made your bussy whistle, and I've never heard that before, sir. Yeah, there's so many talented people out here. Everybody's so creative. All right,
Yeah, I
but
made my
anyway,
bussy
Trey.
speak.
Okay, Trey. All right,
I
we'll
love you,
let you go.
Tariq. I love you.
Okay, there you go. Everybody's so creative. Okay. All right, man. Okay, boy, these people in here tonight are doing the most. I've never heard sounds like that before. Okay, let's go. Ariella. All right, let's get Ariella in here. Ariella, Miss Ariella. All right, and it's probably the same
Hi,
Somalian
Tariq.
one.
Why'd you kill that nigger in Alabama?
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm
Tell
like,
me.
this looks like the same. This looked like the same type of troll
Why'd you
page.
kill that
The
nigger in
Somalian,
Alabama, motherfucker?
ma'am. The only person that got killed was the
Nigga, you
underarm
always
scent
kill.
from your grandma. Okay, stop it. All right. Yeah, I could tell that was the white supremacist. Well, the wannabe white supremacists. I could tell that was her troll page and everything. All right. I remember this guy here, the King Flipper. It wasn't that guy the rapper. I remember this guy. I don't know if I'm gonna have you on, but I think this guy was like wait, King. Were you the rapper? Hold on, get on. I might as well have you on because everybody else is crazy as cat shit. King Flipper, weren't you the rapper? King Flipper.
Hey, Tariq, Nasheed, how are you doing, brother?
I'm good. And you were the rapper guy, right?
Yeah, we had a great conversation last time I was in here. So
Yeah, this Moroccan rapper. Yes, yes, yes. What's on your mind, man? How you been?
I'm cool, man. I did not watch your spaces for a long time. I don't know where you was or what you have doing for the last couple of months. But now I noticed your spaces, so I thought I would jump in and say hi.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do my spaces off and on. I'm pretty consistent with them. I do them once a week or whatever. But how you been, man? You still rhyming?
Yeah, I'm still right. I mean, I just came back from Morocco on holidays and things like that. Very great. Had a great time this
Yes, and
summer. Yeah, man.
there it is, my man. Well, good luck to you in your rap career, brother. Shout out to you and all your folks. His album is called "Get Baklava or Die Trying." That's the name of the album. uh, So yes, get baklava or die trying. That's gonna be a hot album, brother. All right. Anyway, this enough is enough. Enough is just too much going on here. Too much going on. Listen, y'all go to rootworkstyle.com to get some of that rootwork deodorant. Real good stuff, man. It's a hit. Everybody likes the rootwork deodorant, man. We are selling out of this stuff like crazy. You guys are really going to love it. It's foundational Black American themed rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. And also go to american-maroon.com to get the movie American Maroon. Also, man, y'all need to get the buck breaking movie. If you don't have it, get the buck breaking DVD at buckbreakingmovie.com, buckbreakingmovie.com, because we mentioned buck breaking a few times tonight. But anyway, man, I think we had a real interesting conversation tonight, man. Very interesting. And anyway, man, you guys be good. Papi Akute, Lola Vuve to the family. Peace.